Hello? Hello? I'm only like 12 hours late to this live stream. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And better than most, I'd say. YouTube changed their interface. YouTube totally changed their stream interface when you go in. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Is this right? Okay, yeah, you are here. Alright, yo, what's up? I didn't watch any of this, so I'm doing this fresh. Hey, dude, the thing about, like, doing this on YouTube is, like, you have to label it separate ways. Or, like YouTube streams, you really only want to do one thing on the stream. Like one game. Just the way their algorithm works, I think. But, whatever, I don't give a shit. Rules are meant to be broken. Ain't that right? I just gotta figure out methods. I gotta figure out certain methods of this. Okay. I think we're cooking though. What? What? Who did? They did down there? Stay over there. Stay over there. I just said stay over. I didn't mean fucking a mile away. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, wow, I actually let this play for the whole 5 minutes. Alright, hey, we'll treat it like it is. Treat it like it was actually live. It's live now, though.
Can you still remember where this journey began? Penacony, the land of the dreams.
Penacony.
Someone might have made you forget some critically important information. Your memory of Penacony is incomplete.
Of course it is.
It has already been stolen. We could be watched if we met anywhere else. This is the only place where I can feel safe sharing secrets that should stay between us.
Was that Nanook? On the TV?
We could be watched if we met anywhere else. This is the only place where I can feel safe.
Oh, Nanook on the TV, on the television. Oh my god, I'm still on my little thing. Hold on. We gotta restart this. Hold on. I got all distracted, bro. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. We gotta go full screen here. I'll go full screen, and we're gonna run this back. In shambles. I got all distracted. Okay, hold on. We're going back to 0. All right, here we go. Program is brought to you by the International Peace Corporation.
Can you still remember where this journey began? Penacony, the land of the dreams. Someone might have made you forget some critically important information. Your memory of Penacony is incomplete. A part of it has already been stolen. We could be watched if we met anywhere else. This is the only place where I can feel safe sharing secrets that should
like
stay
infected?
between us.
There she is.
The flame flickers ever stronger. This time, we are going to dig.
Her music goes
deeper.
so hard. This time we're gonna go deeper?
Let's now go back to where it all began. Think of that girl who could neither enter dreams nor wished to wake. That girl who could neither enter dreams nor
Looks like that stuff at the bottom of the chasm.
wished to wake.
That's a cocoon.
Why did she slumber with you?
Evil firefly.
It was a wish of the cosmos that set you in
Abyssal
motion.
firefly.
And in the tale where you are the protagonist, the stars themselves will defy the destiny of finality.
Finality. Sparkle bombs.
Can I take
Robin?
your arm and awaken your memories?
Even after paying such a heavy price, we only get one shot at this.
If embracing
Firefly again.
Is
Acheron
also
makes a
full of
goddamn
resistance.
return in the
then
trailer,
this
brother.
time, I shall embrace death.
Sheesh. Memories are the prelude to dreams. Oh, they just send you right. They sent us right into a. Yeah, Veds and Honkai now. They sent people right into a Primo code, or a Primo code, a Stellar Jade code. All right, fast forward. Yeah, that was the order. That was Ina. I don't know. Hey, I don't know what's gonna happen. Normally they give the insight here as to what the hell we kind of just looked at a little bit. I think this will showcase Firefly's second death that we didn't get to see since it was. Oh my God, you're right. I forgot about that.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version
evening.
3.8 Memories are the Prelude to Dreams special program. I'm your favorite streamer, Albert.
Albert's my
Long time
favorite
no
streamer. I
see,
thought that was
friends.
Peanut.
I'm Robin. A pleasure to meet you all again. I'm Firefly.
Oh, I don't wanna.
I'm Constance.
We don't
You
wanna
may
hide
also
Dahlia.
call me the Dahlia.
The Dahlia.
Welcome,
Sorry,
guests.
I don't want her to
Being
kill me.
together
So
with you really reminds me
Dahlia.
of the time I spent producing this show in Penacony. And in this version, we too shall once again return to Penacony, the land of the dreams, the bustling avenue of sweet dreams.
can I be honest? I'm so sick of people messing with our memories. Can we just live can we just live our life? Really? Can we just live our life? Like after this, can we just live our life, please? I don't want to be stuck in a time loop. I need a break, Honkai. I need a break. I don't want to be stuck in a time loop. I don't want to have to deal with cycles. I don't have to deal with metacausal, paracausal, causal shit. I don't want to have my memory stripped from me. I don't want to be caught in a bubble. I just want straightforward, live my life. We need a vacation.
Glocky and his friends, the Chocolate Festival. Oh, it all all seems like it was just yesterday.
But I can already feel that there's something completely different in today's show. Unlike before, it's eerie and full of mystery.
You're right. We've just seen a ton of images in that version trailer. that
We
didn't
did
fit our
see a
memories.
ton of images.
Totally. For example, there seems to be a lot more to Miss Firefly's trip to Penacony than...
Does she have a tail? Is this a tail, or is this, because I obviously see she's got, you know, little. I don't know much about her. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know a thing about this lady. Because I see it here, but is this like a tail, or is it a costume piece?
what we already know.
The Dream Master, who hid behind the scenes and only ever showed himself using a raven, also seems to have some profoundly dark secrets.
There's something else I'm
I thought he
very
died.
interested in. That Black Glamoth's Iron Cavalry Knight in the trailer? What's that about?
You tell us.
Don't remember seeing any of this in Penacony. Was it so long ago that I'm
A
starting to
succubus,
forget
so
what
it's
happened?
a tail.
Maybe your memories are indeed having problems. In truth, the Trailblazers' memories were incomplete despite being the heart of this storm. Some of their memories' most important parts have already been stolen.
What? How?
Yeah, how? Good.
Don't worry. I'm here to help the Trailblazer regain these memories.
Surely.
Awesome. With the Dahlia here, everything will be all right.
Firefly's already falling into her trap.
Oh? Do you two know each other?
Yeah, the Dahlia is super reliable. We wouldn't have been able to complete some missions without her.
Under the guidance of my abilities, the Trailblazer will piece together a more complete timeline for the Penacony story
I don't
through
trust her.
recalling their memories.
Never if she is a succubus, never trust a succubus. Why? That's just the rule.
Now that I think about it, there were indeed some loose threads that were never tied up in Penacony's story. And then my gathered guests, come, let us unravel this web thread by thread. Firstly, the story started with
The Astral
starts
Express
here.
receiving an invitation to join Penacony's Charmony Festival.
afterward. The crew's mission was
To find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, then answer the question of, why does life slumber?
after some fun time. The vibe of the story took a nosedive because of
The deaths of Firefly and Robin.
indeed. But think back. Did we miss anything? For
Probably.
example, who killed Robin?
Back then, Sunday had believed that Gallagher was the culprit, since Gallagher
remember
was
that.
the one who instructed Sleepy to cause multiple disappearances in the Sweet Dream.
But I must also remind everyone that Gallagher never admitted responsibility.
Could it have been someone else?
But it was actually thanks to such misfortune that I managed to reach Dreamflex Reef and uncover deeper truths. So the goal of that hidden operator is truly elusive.
That's definitely suspicious. Let's move along with the story for now. As we continue to investigate Penacony, we learn the truth. The ones behind all the chaos weren't the family at all, but the surviving members of the Order.
That's right. My brother
That
and
is
Mr.
right.
Gopherwood, that is, the Dream Master, tried to drag Penacony into Enna's dream to manifest an eternal paradise.
Yep.
To
Yep.
think that the bright visions of a 7-day holiday crumbled to dust! It truly breaks my heart.
As for the Dream Master of Penacony, I heard that his body was destroyed in an accident, and he could only continue his existence in the Sweet Dream.
It's been so long since he put himself in the limelight like this. It's quite
I was gonna
unusual.
say, I thought he's dead.
What kind of secrets will this end up exposing?
It seems that Enna's dream wasn't as simple as it seemed, and the Dream Master's machinations in the dreamscape were more deliberate than we thought.
Either way, everyone still worked together to shatter the plots of the Order worshippers. And in the end, we got our happy ending. Right?
Well,
Surely.
at least for a certain person, the ending was a little different.
You mean?
I've been meaning to ask for a while. Miss Firefly was all curled up in a medical cabin in the Myriad Celestia video released earlier. It feels
Exotail,
like her
scene
entropy loss
8.
syndrome was getting worse.
Yeah, and Silverwolf even said the rest is up to her now. It's not looking good. What exactly are we missing here?
Let's take a step back. Firefly once told us that Elio's script said she would face 3 deaths in Penacony. Later on, Firefly walked toward her own battlefield after sending the Trailblazer off to the final stage, only to reappear before us on the Radiant Feldspar without a scratch. But we know nothing about what happened between these 2 events.
If everything is as we remembered, then why is Miss Firefly having such a crisis after leaving Penacony?
Also, what exactly did the 3 deaths in the prophecy mean?
The Trailblazer really doesn't have to know about all this.
Yes,
The
she
meaning of
does.
Truth is never about knowing the truth itself. It's about what people gain in their pursuit of the truth, and how they'll face the truth. Isn't that right? In version 3.8, I'll be joining the Trailblazer to experience the story through Firefly's eyes. How she
through
initially entered
Firefly's
the
eyes.
dreamscape, how she met us during the story, and what battlefield she must face. All these questions will be answered one by one.
That's right.
Okay.
Firefly's exploration of the dreamscape was also far deeper than what we remembered.
So the big question is, why did they wait to tell us all of this until after Amphorius? Most of the time, they do this because part of the story that we have now learned thus far plays a role in the next chapter, right? There's going to be a reason why the writers waited until after Amphorius to go through all of this. There's no reason why we couldn't have done this earlier, right? Like from a writing perspective, they could have put this in at the end of Penacony, right? They could have, but they didn't. So there's probably going to be something we learned in Amphorius or about Amphorius, whether it's got to deal with the eons, whether it's got to deal with, you know, the way time works, whether it's got to deal with Fully, I mean, Cyrene, who knows? But there's something probably throughout everything that encompasses Amphorius that we learned that has to deal with her story here. Maybe because we're more familiar with the destruction, that's what I mean.
As we follow her footsteps, the family's seat of power, the dream of gnawing oak, will also surface from memories. It was once part of the dew-like
Hold on, wait, restart, hold on.
he remembered.
These questions will be answered one by one.
That's right. Firefly's exploration of the dreamscape was also far deeper than what we remembered. As we follow her footsteps, the family's seat of power, the dream of gnawing oak, will also surface from memories. It was once part of the dew-like pavilion, but has long since been abandoned and sunk into the unknown depths of the primordial memory zone. The oak trees growing wild, and the derelict buildings combined to paint a rather
See, like, this is similar to what happened, like, when, it was 3.6, Evernight's patch, right? When it looks like when the trees overgrew throughout Amphorius, except it was yellow, you know what I mean? So now it's like we get these red-looking trees growing up through Penacony, or the Dreamscape, you know? They didn't come up with it till now. That's too basic, man. They do this shit for a reason. You don't think they already know what happens in 5.2? You know what I mean? They're writing that right now. So they knew there's a reason they waited till now to go through all this.
impressive scene.
Even I have never seen this place. Did Mr. Gopherwood bury his secrets here?
It does look very different from the solemn and dignified Dewlight Pavilion we know.
Mm-hmm. Venturing deeper will show us a giant cocoon floating before the stately stained glass windows.
A cocoon? Could this place have something to do with the propagation?
That's definitely possible. We know that Firefly used to belong to the Glamoth Iron Cavalry before joining the Stellaron Hunters. They were weapons produced by the Republic of Glamoth to fight against the propagation swarm. Soldiers with similar faces woke up in their incubators, and their short lives would be entirely spent fighting the swarm.
What a tragic destiny.
Firefly will face her past in this dreamscape. She will encounter an old friend, the other Glamoth Iron Cavalry knight in the trailer.
So whatever we see, it's probably why she's got the, you know, deeper red undertones. The little bit of alteration to her suit. Propagation related. I think that propagation has something to do with it because Firefly... Yeah, hey, really? What? Look at that. You had the perfect prediction. I know, I think it's a little late for you, but hey, good prediction.
Harbinger of Death. Swarm Nightmare.
That's odd. The Glamoth cavalry disappeared with the swarm's end, never to be heard from again. Where did this warrior come from? And why did they appear in Penacony, a place far from the front lines?
And from the looks of it, this fighter doesn't seem to be a friend.
And without further ado, allow Albert to provide you with more intel about them.
Yes,
as a fellow
let's do it.
Glamoth Iron Cavalry knight.
Oh, it's not even Firefly. Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Harbinger of Death, Swarm Nightmare fights in the same way as Sam. They ignite the battlefield and sweep up enemies in a firestorm.
The Iron Cavalry's gear is indeed very interchangeable,
Oh,
including
this guy's
the
gonna
weapons
be
mounted
annoying.
onto our armor.
What's different here is that after using the ability Gene Duplication, this Iron Cavalry can summon Juvenile Sting.
The swarm?
Juvenile Sting has many functions. It coordinates with the Iron Cavalry Knight in launching follow-up attacks, and also charges them. Once the Iron Cavalry Knight finishes charging, it'll immediately...
I hated the Swarm. I hated the simulated universe Swarm disaster thing. I raged so hard at that. Because you want to know why it was annoying? They would breathe on you, and then the next time your character went, pop, 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 wind blasted to death, and everyone's just dead. Oh, dude, the Swarm disaster sim universe was so aggravating.
Immediately take action and use the powerful ability Primordial Tide Swarm of Death.
And so we got to reskin.
Like we need to prioritize eliminating Juvenile Sting to come out on top against this foe.
That's true, but it's also easier said than done. After the Iron Cavalry Knight summons Juvenile Sting, they will apply the Rapid Evolution state to the Sting. Allied characters cannot deal crit damage when attacking targets that are under the Rapid Evolution state.
Then what should we do? It'll be
Good
much
question.
more difficult to defeat Juvenile Sting in this case.
Not to worry, we've got ways to fight back. When the Iron Cavalry Knight summons Juvenile Sting, we can select one character and their summons to immediately take action and enter the Nemesis state. Any characters and their summons in the Nemesis state can ignore the enemy's Rapid Evolution state.
Please save the state for me whenever possible.
In other words, we need to get the most out of the Nemesis state and quickly get rid of all Juvenile Stings.
That's right. When all summoned Juvenile Stings are eliminated, the Iron Cavalry Knight will dispel gene replication and take more damage. Take this chance to dish out some heavy damage.
For break
Thank you
break
for this
team
intel, Mr.
comeback.
Albert.
Break
As
te-
for why
break
the
meta
dream
again?
of Gnawing Oak looks so dilapidated and what my past comrade has to do with this dreamscape,
All that will be revealed as the Trailblazers' memories return.
What's more, it'll also reveal the meaning behind the Trailblazers' recovery of this memory. Perhaps it'll interfere with the path of finality's direction. Or perhaps it'll help you say a better farewell to a friend.
Interfere with the path of finality's direction. Us regaining our memories?
Abe,
Let me make sure I heard that right.
All that will be revealed as the Trailblazers' memories return.
What's more, it'll also reveal the meaning behind the Trailblazers' recovery of this memory.
meaning behind the Trailblazers' recovery of this memory.
Perhaps it'll interfere with the path of finality's direction.
Yeah, perhaps it'll interfere.
What's more, it'll also reveal the meaning behind the Trailblazers' recovery of this memory.
Interesting.
Perhaps it'll
What is that
interfere with
supposed to
the
mean?
path of finality's direction. Or perhaps it'll help you say a better farewell to a friend.
Perhaps.
Don't do
Perchance.
this to me. I don't want to say farewell to anyone.
All right. Then we'll take a break, and we'll be back before you know it.
Oh, Bear, we've been saying farewell to a lot of people lately, brother. You better. I mean, what's another? Oh, all right. Skip.
Constance the Dahlia, Duke Inferno's child. Constance the Dahlia, Duke Inferno's child of greatest
Duke
ambition.
Inferno's
Most
child.
exceptional child. A conflagration that burnt the Everflame mansion to cinders made her miss out on Penacony's stage. Memories scattered like ash, while the truth slumbered in destruction.
Yeah, what does it mean, alter the direction? I mean, is that kind of saying rewriting the script? I mean, the direction's set. It's fate. It's supposed to be fate. It's the script. So what does that mean? Probably just change our journey toward the finality. True. However, listening through the Genshin quest, and you realize all those variables that the Tori did, you know, stack, and while you're changing the journey, eventually you change it enough to where you may not change that end result, but you do at the same time. Like you change a different result. And it's kind of similar to, you know, things that happened in Amphorius as well. It's kind of like they both the stories right now share those similarities when it comes to changing or determining fate and our journey towards the end. So having both of them kind of tell the story in a different way helps us understand both stories a little bit better, you know, and you can look at it from different perspectives from the same company, you know? Kafka's told us when we remembered that memory in Evernight quest. Yeah. All right, there's choices to be made. But you know, it's just like, what does it mean here in this context? In this quest, what is it going to mean? You know?
Destruction. The Everflame mansion to cinder. Exceptional child. A conflagration that burnt the Everflame mansion to cinders made her miss out on Penacony's stage. Memories scattered like ash, while the truth slumbered in destruction. Now, come with us to unveil the Dahlia's mysteries.
Unveil the Dahlia's mysteries. Yeah, the horns go hard, though. Yeah, it is a tail. Full tail. Oh, Jesus. It's a hell of a mystery right there.
The Dahlia first showed herself in the ceremonious declaration of war made by the Everflame mansion against all factions present in Penacony. Duke Inferno and his children made declarations that they will prepare this beautiful dream to welcome its new masters from Fetora. Then, as luck would have it, they ran into Acheron. Plans that Duke Inferno prepared were abandoned before they even began.
Acheron.
Yet even so, I still made it to Penacony.
As Duke Inferno's daughter, Lady Constance's target was the Remembrance. Does that mean her powers are also related to that path?
Ooh! There it is. There's the relation to Amphorius.
As Duke Inferno's daughter,
I didn't know this.
Lady Constance's target was the Remembrance. Does that mean her powers are also related to that path?
Indeed. I am currently A cremator with the ability to enkindle and fabricate memories. Do you remember how Albert just ran over here and declared that he'll be promoted with a pay raise, as well as being moved to a key project as the host?
What?
Don't have to mention that, boss. Didn't you make that decision yourself?
Really?
Boss?
Who knows?
When did she become Owlbert's boss?
Yeah, okay.
Wait, something's wrong.
I see. What a perfect demonstration of these abilities.
All I see
I
is
don't
a
trust anything
heartbreaking
anymore.
betrayal.
I'm done.
A little optimism might be wise.
I'm not analyzing
What
shit.
if
I
the
don't trust anyone.
information ends up being real?
I can't even tell what's real anymore.
Somebody just... yeah, I give up. I give up. I'm so done. I give up. I'm with Albert. You know what? Let's just watch. We're just gonna watch it take in the beauty for what it is. Anything else beyond that, screw it. I'm done.
Anyway, we know that the Dahlia's power involves fabricating non-existent memories. And Acheron never showing up. The Dahlia's a poet in Penacony would have been Black Swan from the Garden Recollection, right?
I don't know.
Black Swan. That name takes me back. We have a
Oh.
long history, you know.
Sure you do.
Oh?
Whatever you say.
Were you two good friends?
It's
Yeah,
hard
they
to
went to grade
describe our
school.
relationship with simple words like good or friends. Ours is a game of competitive
She
cooperation.
sells books.
But if the chance arises, neither of us would hesitate to set a trap for the other. So, compared to good friends, we're more like...
Mortal
Good
enemies.
frenemies.
Correct. Or maybe we're fair weather friends. We once
Fair
worked together
weather
in the Garden
friends?
of Recollection, and are both privy to some secrets about the other.
Garden of Recollection? Aren't you a member of the Annihilation Gang?
Oh? Didn't I say that I too was a memo keeper once upon a time? I betrayed the remembrance and the garden due to some differences in our ideals. Earlier still, I was also walking the path of destruction, only to betray it as well. These traces made of golden blood are the marks the destruction left on me. Now I walk the universe as a cremator, as well as a child of Duke Inferno, who ruled the Everflame Mansion in the Annihilation Gang.
Aren't you switching between jobs a bit too quickly?
What a
How is she the daughter if
dangerous woman. She keeps switching between the destruction and the remembrance.
it kind of makes sense. Isn't that like a common trait of succubuses? Is altering, I don't want to say altering memories, but you know, you fall into it. I mean, they're like seductive. You know, that's it kind of matches that whole theme.
Then does that mean she's betrayed
Manipulator.
the
She's
Everflame Mansion
manipulating.
as well? Has she discarded the identity of Duke Inferno's child too?
Yeah, we don't trust
Who
her at all.
knows?
Do not trust
Perhaps the truth has long been scattered to the wind, along with the ashes of memory.
her. Look, anything that comes out of her mouth during the quest, I'm not believing it.
But in Penacony, the truth and the memories that were lost hold special meaning not only for the Trailblazer, but for me as well.
I don't trust it.
Indeed. During the story of the version 3.8 finality mission, the Dahlia will help us regain the cremated memories and complete the entire Penaconian Trailblazing expedition. For those whose memories of the story have grown a bit hazy, this is the perfect opportunity to revisit it and gain a deeper grasp of what really happened. Now, let's take a look at what powers are wielded by this otherworldly lady, someone who has graced so many different factions.
Good. I'm a fire character following the path of nihility. I allow my team to deal super break damage before they break the enemy.
Huh?
Using my skill, I'll unleash
Okay,
a
so
gloomy
break meta is
zone.
back.
While the zone lasts, toughness reduction dealt by allies can trigger super break damage even before the enemies are broken. Also, while allied teammates are in the zone, their weakness break efficiency will increase.
Sounds like she'll be a great partner for teammates who are good at dealing super break damage.
That's right. At the start of a battle, I'll automatically
Firefly's like, I got a new partner, hell yeah.
invite a teammate to become dance partners together. After either of the two dance partners attacks an enemy target,
Who's
they'll
afraid of
additionally
Constance?
deal 1 instance of super break
Me.
damage based on the toughness reduction dealt by this attack. After the other dance partner launches an attack, I'll also follow their steps and unleash a follow-up attack to deal bounce damage to the enemies.
Bounce
And
damage.
as the moonlight falls, the dahlia sweeps onto her stage.
My ultimate applies every dance partner's type weakness to all enemies and lowers their defense.
Oh, in other words, Lady Constance and her dance partner would both be able to reduce toughness and fight with greater ease.
That's right. And the damage dealt by my ultimate will be distributed evenly among all enemies.
Here's another hint. The Dahlia's trace allows allies to increase their speed when they implant a weakness onto enemy units.
Ooh,
And if
okay.
a fire character triggers this effect, they even regenerate a certain amount of energy.
Ooh.
Lastly, I will create a special dimension when using my technique. Enemies in the dimension will not actively initiate attacks against ally targets.
So she's catered
After
to
entering
Firefly.
combat with
Literally.
enemies in the dimension, I'll immediately initiate the zone from my skill and deal super break damage to enemy targets.
So dangerous, yet so captivating. This combat style is truly fascinating.
Yeah, that's the magical allure of Constance. And now,
All right.
it's time for a special message. Let's take a listen.
A special message.
Dear Trailblazers, version 3.8 will last for a total of 8 weeks. As such, this
Wait!
version's content will have additional adjustments.
Did they delay? It's delay. They delayed 4.0? Oh, thank God. Yes. That actually. I wish it was only 7 weeks, though. 7 weeks would be perfect, but this. Hold on, wait. What does that line up like then with Genshin? It's one. Oh, it's just. It's flipped then. Genshin live stream will be at the end of Honkai's quest then, right? Like, they'll be in the same week. Right now, it's Genshin quest, Honkai live stream in the same week. No, that would put it in between, right? I'm kind of happy about this. If it lines up in the middle. Which I think it does, then.
Personally, in the newly added version event, Trailblazers can obtain tokens by consuming Trailblaze power. Based on the number of tokens, Trailblazers can obtain stellar jades and self-modeling resin. Tokens can also be used to win bonus rewards. And that's not
I'm not
all.
mad.
Version 3.8 will feature the double reward events, Laner Fisher, Romo the Strange, and Garden of Plenty. At the end of 3.8, there will also be a new phase of Apocalyptic Shadow. Not to mention the 3.8 version banners are
No. No, it said this will last for 8 weeks. It said this will last for 8 weeks. Right? Hold on. So this lasts for 8 weeks. So right now we're... Okay, Genshin Quest was here. So Genshin Release was here. This is here. So this patch, what? It comes out on the 16th? Because we got a week, and then boom. So it'll be here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, until February 10th. Which means the live stream would be on the 30th. Okay? So Honkai live stream would be on January 30th then. Okay, right now Genshin is still 6 weeks. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, Am I tweaking? Wait, did I just count that totally wrong? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, now I'm confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way Genshin's live stream is on the 9th. Oh, that could work. Okay, so good. Either way, it won't line up on the same week. Honkai's live stream, if I have this right, which I do, Honkai's live stream will be a week after Genshin release then, which is a lot better than having the live stream on the same week. So that's good. Because, yeah, let me see. Okay, I was saying that it's supposed to be 8 weeks. Normally it's 6 weeks. Wait, something's not lining up here, and I don't know what it is. Oh, I'm on the wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, Genshin's live stream is going to be on January 2nd. Okay, yeah, so it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That lines up. I don't know. Either way, I don't think it's going to be on the same week. I don't know if I'm tweaking out right here and totally not doing this right, but it's not going to be on the same week. Now I'm confusing myself. It's not going to be on the same week anymore. So as long as it's not on the same week, I don't care.
Special. In version 3.8's first phase banner, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character, the Dahlia. The limited 5-star light cone, never forget her flame, will also have a boosted drop rate.
Oh, this is phase 1?
The limited 5-star character Firefly and the limited 5-star light cone, where about your dreams rest, will return.
Huge.
Now, in version 3.8's second phase banner, the limited 5-star characters, Yug and Ling Sha, will simultaneously return. As with the limited 5-star light cones,
I'm good with that. So we only got one pull in 3.8. I'm happy with that.
Finally, due to the version extension, there will also be a third phase banner. This banner will see the return of the limited 5-star characters, Goliath and Sunday, as well as limited 5-star light cones.
We're good.
Time woven into gold and a grounded aesthetic.
We're
For
good.
more details, Trailblazers should keep their eyes peeled for further informational announcements. Up next, let's take a look at other events appearing in version 3.8.
All right, events, here we go.
And now, or maybe it was a long time ago, or was it a short while ago? The Chrysos
Good question, Owlbear.
is about to begin. As a special guest, the Trailblazer will lead their own little chimeras as a chimera trainer and form a powerful team that will charge toward the championship. The mission of the chimeras in this Chrysos Wu Championship is no longer dealing with daily tasks in Akama, but to defeat opponents in battle. But please don't be alarmed, everyone. We know what we're doing.
I remember this event.
We guarantee that no chimeras will be harmed in this competition.
Well, yeah, because they don't exist.
It's worth noting
They're
that
all
the
in a
participants
book.
in this championship are the Chrysos heroes, and they'll help the chimeras in their own ways. The Trailblazer can invite the heroes as participating friends, and every Chrysos heir has their unique chimera companion. Through spending so much time together, The Crassus Air's chimeras had developed personalities much like their trainers.
For example, this master cat thief who snatches away enemy chimeras the moment battle begins. She's clearly inherited Cypher's tricks.
They're so cute. I wish I could keep one.
Oh, they're as cute as the
We have
origami
Inferno.
birds. Oh, I'm gonna become a loyal fan of the chimeras too.
I have
And
one.
more chimeras are waiting. After picking a trainer, you need to form a dedicated team for them. During combat, the Trailblazer can purchase various chimeras from the store. Having identical ones grants them experience, allowing them to level
so
up
it's
and
like,
become even
yeah.
stronger. There is also special equipment on sale that can be used to enhance your chimera friends.
So they're
Build
just
your
incorporating
ultimate
that
team
style of
using
gameplay
each
and everything now,
trainer's
huh?
and chimera's unique abilities. Then set out
The
to
Currency
conquer
War
the
style
world.
gameplay into everything.
Oh, splendid!
Apart from the tournament that progresses with the story, the event will also have a challenge mode where you can fight Crassus Airs or your friends. The Trailblazer can actively initiate a challenge, or they can set up a defending lineup and wait for challengers to fall into the trap.
Together with the chimeras, I'll end all conflicts in this world.
Oh? Isn't this supposed to be a relaxing and laid-back event?
If your blood's
Yeah.
already boiling and you can't hold back any longer,
What's
you
this?
can always try the event Remnants of Twilight. Within the Garden of Life, a strange scroll has surfaced. Its pages are filled with the epic legends of heroes who once stood against formidable foes.
Formidable foes immortalized into epics. They never fail to make my heart race.
The event has 5 different combat
Oh.
stages with unique mechanics in each stage.
Some stages will turn characters into merpeople to fight against the enemy, while other stages only need you to bring healing characters to ensure victory.
That's right. You'll probably have a hard time passing the challenges if you stick to your usual approach. For example, in the stage Synergy Duo, our characters must split into 2 teams and engage in simultaneous battles against the bosses, Dark Duelist and White
That's pretty
God.
cool.
If one of 2 bosses is defeated, but the other is still standing, the defeated boss will be revived on their next action.
In other words, we need to try defeating the 2 bosses at the same time.
In other words,
If
that's the
four-person
4.3
team
weekly
is
boss
split into
mechanic.
2 and
We're just
fight
beta testing.
separately, then the lineup also needs to change accordingly.
It's a beta
It might
test
be
for
better
future
to
boss.
allocate a damage dealer for both battlefields.
Ah,
That's right.
smart, Robin.
The charm of this event lies in how to figure out a breakthrough under this brand new mechanic.
And after you pass easy mode, there's also
Ooh.
hard and nightmare modes waiting
Nightmare
for you.
mode.
Combat is fun.
Additionally, the Divergent universe will be updated in
Ooh.
version 3.8, featuring new equations, curios, and weighted curios.
The synchronicity level cap will also increase to level 120 with an exclusive avatar reward.
And a
Finally.
brand new adventure mode, Balloon Bonanza, has also been added.
Oh? A new minigame?
Exactly. The main objective is to attack and change the color of every balloon on the field.
Oh, okay.
Once they're all the same color, they'll disappear. The more rounds of balloons you clear within the time limit, the greater the
Well,
reward. you'll earn.
Firefly's certainly not getting any
Doesn't that
done.
mean some characters' techniques will be able to attack a whole lot of balloons at once?
Oh, yeah.
But that
Now
might
she's
also
doing
get
it.
rid of the right colors.
I can already see how flustered some people might get.
You want to know
Of
what?
course.
You want to know what adventure one's kind of annoying sometimes? The one that shoots out the goddamn laser beams. Because on I don't know if it's easier on controller, but keyboard and mouse, sometimes you'll hit like D and you'll go too far and you'll end up just in the laser beam. So annoying.
Let's not forget our old friend, the gift of Odyssey.
Always
Give us
present
2,
and
give us
never
2.
giving you up. Check in for 7 days to get 10 Star Rail special passes.
Give us extra for the delay.
And with that, our special program is fast coming to a close.
Oh, that's
In
quick. Oh,
Pentagon,
that was a quick one.
where sweet dreams never end. Many riddles were revealed in the tide of memories, patiently awaiting the arrival of the Trailblazer. Let us follow Constance and rediscover the truth of the past. See you in the next program. Albert, clocking off.
Thanks
See
for
you, brother.
tuning in, everyone.
Bye-bye.
See ya, brother. Version 3.8 will last for 8 weeks. Please follow the official announcements for more information. Okay. Is that it? I mean, that's good. In my opinion, that's good. I don't know. That's just me. I think it's good. Dealing with their live stream on the same week that Genshin Impact comes out is very annoying. So this offsets it a little bit, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So now I can take in the different quests a little bit longer. So very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. This looks good. We got to do a Penacony recap for sure. The question is, do you do it like dirt? Should I feel like it'll be good to revisit certain Penacony things while going through the quest rather than try to condense everything before and fill my brain with stuff that's not necessarily relevant to the quest, maybe. Like, I remember a lot of Penacony, but obviously after the shit we just went through in Amphorius, there's a lot of stuff I also probably forgot about or just don't remember off the top of my head, you know? So, yeah, we're definitely going to need a recap on all of that. All right. So Durin Quest Part 2. Day 2. Durin Quest Day 2. Durin Quest Day 2. What do they have for us today? What do they have for us today?
Paimon's feeling totally recharged after such a long rest. Let's go find Durin and see if that book has any new clues.
Let's go find Durin and see if that book has any new clues. Okay. Don't mind if I do. We're good. Actually, hold on. I found him. He's in my team. Oh, man. All the way over to Mondstadt. Let's see here. Durin, meet Durin.
Hey, Durin! Any more clues for us? We're all set for the next chapter.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I was just about to come find you. Let's see what it says.
How are you gonna find us?
Now sprout to life the story's seeds, stirred by wind-born melodies. Then on that breeze the music leaves, fading into distant memories. Seek the place where wind and tale entwine, and once there, make 3 riddles into verse, and 3 melodies into song.
Seek the place where wind and tale entwine. Well, that could be a number of places.
For in poetry and song will this story start to blossom.
I feel like it could be the tree. It could be the place where all the Cecilia flowers are, where Venti stands.
Come on! Another riddle? All that talk about wind and melodies. What do you think the answer could be?
Right? I mean, it could be right here at the statue, too, kinda. Because Venti stands up there and plays his little lyre up there, too.
Oh!
Care to elaborate?
Wind, music, poetry. Tone-deaf bards gotta know the answer.
Oh, or we could just go ask
You
Venti.
mean Lord Barbados?
Oh, you know, too?
Albedo introduced us when I first arrived in Mondstadt. I mean, someone like me was bound to catch his eye sooner or later.
I mean, yeah, you are unique.
It's better that it's out in the open anyway. Now, how should we track him down?
Let's just, Oh, we don't... let's just go to the bar. Or that.
I'm pretty sure he's already caught wind of what's going on here. Why don't we just see where the wind takes us?
Ooh.
Right. He definitely makes it easy to forget he's a real god sometimes.
Why do we have to go to him? Why can't he come to us? He's got nothing going on. Follow the guidance to find Venti? Did I miss something?
What?
I'm just going to the bar. Is the bar in the circle? Okay, no. Oh, am I missing something? Hello? Oh.
Traveler, Paimon! What a sight for sore eyes.
He's right in front of me.
And the little dragon from the fairy tale world. I heard your voices calling out to me on the wind. Something about needing help with a riddle?
Yes.
Sorry to disturb you, Lord Barbados.
Disturb me? Not at all. To tell you the truth, I'm just as curious about this riddle as you are. Let me take a look.
I got 3 places in mind it could be.
What is it? Did you figure out the answer?
3 riddles and 3 melodies. That sure takes me back. The answer you seek lies hidden in memory.
Looks like running to Tone Deaf Bard was the right call after all.
Long ago, those mages came to Mondstadt, seeking to test their strength against mine.
Interesting.
But I replied, let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song. So I strummed my lyre and sang them this verse. Oh wind, welcome now, my guests. Pass through verdant leaves unseen, where shape your formless self may take, and offer up a graceful scene, a fleeting gift for welcome's sake. Leap at the edge of a sea of clouds, where land meets sky and sky meets ground. There frighten off the noisy crowds and bring my guests a calm profound.
Can we run it back and give that to like Hycealans or Columbina or someone? That was...
Fly beneath
Oh, he's still
the
going.
stars up high, where mortal noise is swept aside, that my dear guests with starry eyes may share the dreams they hold inside.
He's still going.
Now go to where I vowed to keep a quiet spot for them to sleep. No clash, no contest bars the way. Just tea and mirth to fill the day. There you have it, the 3 melodies. As for the answers to those 3 riddles, I trust you can guess them by now.
Honestly, I was distracted by the bad singing. Hold on, we gotta run it back. Okay, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Pass through verdant leaves unseen, where shape your formless self may take, and offer up a graceful scene, a fleeting gift for welcome's sake. Leap at the edge of a sea of clouds, where land meets sky, and sky meets ground. There frighten off the noisy crowds, and bring my guests a calm profound. Fly beneath the stars up high, where mortal noise is swept aside, that my dear guests with starry eyes may share the dreams they hold inside. And these ones are dank riddles, I'm not gonna lie. Now go to where I vowed to keep a quiet spot for them to sleep. No clash, no contest bars the sway, just tea and mirth to fill the day. Thoughts?
The woods, the edge of a cliff, and the sky?
Yeah, those aren't very specific, though, Durin.
Correct. Funnily enough, your mother was also the first to solve it, all that time ago.
Yeah, but these aren't specific points. Like, those could be a number of different places.
There must be some kind of special rapport between those who write stories and those who sing them.
The woods, a cliff, and the sky. Oh! So that's where it is!
I suppose the spot that answer points to is where you're headed next.
Oh. It's where he goes to stand.
After solving my riddle, the mages even accepted my proposal and made that location their official meeting spot. And going by what your book is suggesting, once you found it, you might want to try playing the melody I just shared with you.
Guess you can be pretty reliable when it counts, huh?
Right?
Great Animo Archon?
Thanks for the help, Lord Barbados.
Still got questions for me, huh?
Yeah, you must have read countless tales in your time, being a wandering bard and all. In your experience, why might an author consider a story unfinished?
Unfinished? Well, I guess if there's something left to accomplish in the story, or, oh! If the last line goes, "To be continued."
Huh?
Wow, your helpfulness lasted for like
Yeah,
1
what? You
second.
didn't even answer the question.
In all seriousness, I would think the answer to that question lies in your mother's story itself. It's not my place to pry any further.
All right, then. We should get going.
It's Star Snatch. Right?
I wonder when their next meeting will be.
Am I right? No, I'm not right. Oh! Oh, duh! The chess game. Man. Forgot about the chess game.
Okay!
How could I forget about the chess game? I come here every week.
We just need to play the 3 melodies, and we should be able to gather the memories for the next chapter, right?
A musical performance. Out of all the things Miss Lisa has taught me, that's the one I'm worst at.
That's alright, buddy. We can do it. H, D, H, G, F, D, F, D. See, I'm a musical genius, brother. I got this. Alright, there's one. Next, we go. Y-T-R-E-R. Oh, Jesus, I messed it up. Hold on, Durin. J-H. They call me Da Vinci. H, J, Q, W, E, oh my God. D, H, J, Q, W, E, W, Q, J, Q. That's right, I'm on my Shakespeare today. Foreign poetry and song.
Even the war that shook the world could not halt the witches' gatherings. Yet even so, with the passing of time, 3 of their teacups no longer came to be set.
Shame.
The witches did not linger long in sorrow, for the story witch had brought glad tidings of her own. Born was her dragon child, safe and sound. Her fellow witches offered up their blessings, eagerly debating how to celebrate the child's birth.
Oh, what should be used to celebrate his birth? I'm not a huge balloon fan. You know, they're just a waste of materials. I'm gonna be real. They look cool momentarily, but then all anyone wants to do is suck the helium out of them, you know? That's how you get brain damage. So we're gonna go with sweet candy, which can also give you damage. Not necessarily brain damage, but like heart damage. Ah, better. It's better.
In the end, they settled on the sweetest candy they could find. After all, what could be sweeter than the arrival of new life?
True.
And so, the witches' gathering turned into a birthday celebration.
Hooray!
So, we're back in the story world, huh?
We're in Minecraft.
As if from nowhere, new guests appeared at the witches' table.
What's up?
Perhaps they too had come to celebrate the dragon child's birthday.
We heard you guys are having a birthday party.
While everyone else was busy thinking about what kind of gift to offer, these 3 seemed to have come empty-handed.
Not true. I brought a fairy, a floating fairy, as my gift.
Hardly the recipe for a warm welcome to a birthday party, now is it?
A gift?
Hey, what's this all about? We only just found out this was a party.
Well, Durin giving himself to, like, that would be Durin giving himself a gift, right? That doesn't make sense.
While the guests voiced their complaints and grievances, perhaps they should have been wondering what kind of gift to give instead.
I already have mine. It's a floating fairy.
So, we need to bring a gift to advance the story? Ah, but where are we supposed to get something like that?
Right here.
Perhaps it would be a good idea
Take her.
to have a look around.
Why didn't you just say so?
Do you think Paimon was gifted to us from the mages? Look for potential gifts. Okay.
Hey, could we use these as gifts, maybe?
Oh, let's give him the sword.
At last,
Kids
the
love
guests
swords.
found something to give the dragon child.
Yeah, the
Guess
sword
that's
for
a
sure.
yes, then.
Sword,
Which one
sword,
should we
sword.
go for?
Sword.
Still, the guests wondered, what kind of gift might the little dragon really want?
Sword.
Should they put a warrior's sword in his
Yes.
hand and send him out on an unstoppable quest to save the world?
I didn't say all that now. I said go chop some monsters down. He doesn't have to save the world.
Or perhaps a wandering hero's slingshot and the promise of a life of endless, uncharted adventure.
Nah.
Or maybe even
Slingshots are lame.
Tome and the chance to take on all the world's unsolved mysteries.
He's a dragon. All right, so I'm gonna put the sword in his hand.
Wow. That's a lot of pressure all of a sudden.
Sword. What do you think, Durin?
Technically, we're actually picking a gift for you. So, which one would you prefer?
You want me to choose? Wow, this feels kind of special.
I feel like he has a chance of picking the sword or the book. Like if he's gonna pick, I feel like he may pick the sword or the book.
How come?
For as long as I can remember, I've spent most of my time living in the stories my mother created. I always thought my mother had everything written out for me already, just like the toy figures in Constellation Metropole. What I wanted to do with my own future. Huh. That's something I've never really thought about. What did I want back then? Ah. This is the first time I've ever asked myself that question.
Sounds like this is the perfect opportunity to answer it then. It's been a while since you left Simulanka, and after everything that's happened, it might be about time to start thinking about your future.
Then let me give it some thought.
All right. Think about it, brother. Is this it? This all we have?
The witches went on chatting away, ignoring the empty-handed guests.
Well, I don't hear them talking at all. Aw, look at him sleeping. And does he have a sword already? You know, what did they get him? Oh, they got him a fish? Oh, is that the fish sword, though? That might be the fish sword. Maybe he doesn't need a sword. Apple? Observe the sword. A toy sword, perfect for a little warrior in the making. Let's keep a look. Let's read through them all. Well, wait, he's picking. Why am I picking if he's picking? Observe the scholar's tome. A tome, ideal gift for a budding scholar. Keep looking. Slingshot. Just the thing for a wandering hero to be. Nah, slingshots are so dumb.
The guests hesitated, and not without good reason. Given how much this gift would mean to the little dragon, a bit of careful thought could go a long way.
Sword. That's my pick. I don't care.
In the end, the guests settled on the warrior's sword.
That's right.
So, your dream is to become a warrior?
I just really want to be able to keep people safe.
Yeah.
If my time in Nodcry taught me anything, it's that a lot of problems in this world can only be settled by strength of arms.
Well, that's not true. Like, Dottore played us, brother. With his brain. But, I don't...
As long as I can help
Should I have
people,
given him the book,
that's
dude?
enough for me.
God,
Really?
You're doing a great job already.
But I don't think it's enough.
Oh, he wants all three. Okay, now you're just being greedy, buddy. He'll get tons of books.
Alright. They should let us in now that we've got a gift, right?
He'll get tons of books. We don't need to give him one.
Hello there. Brought a gift this time.
The newly arrived guest presented his gift, wishing the little dragon a future as an indomitable warrior. Accepting the guest's blessing, the Story Witch invited him and his friends to take their place around the table. Finally, she could introduce them all to her dragon child, telling all in attendance about the moment of his hatching, and of course, the name he'd been given.
The name he'd been given.
It was then that the seer witch, diviner of the stars, withdrew her gaze from the heavens and turned a sorrowful glance upon the little dragon.
You gave him the same name as that evil dragon?
Yes. Thought it was a great idea.
That's right. But the life I intend for him shall be very different.
What folly, to love so blindly. For as you must know, a name is the mirror of destiny itself. He who bears an evil dragon's name must also inherit the fate of its previous owner.
A name is the mirror of destiny itself. He who bears an evil dragon's name must also inherit the fate of its previous owner. Well, that's not true, B, okay? We're going to defy that, okay? You don't make the rules around here, lady.
His fate has been foretold.
No, it hasn't.
Then I'll rewrite it.
Damn right. You tell him.
The witches at the table fell silent, for they knew the seer witch's words had never once proven wrong.
Never once wrong yet.
Yet, just as clearly, they recognized the story witch's resolve. For there is scarce a force in this world more fearsome than a mother's love.
Real.
At last, the merry witch stepped forward, dispelling the uneasy silence.
So be it. Then we'll all lend a hand. Together, we shall rewrite this child's fate.
See, Alice is on board, B.
You mean to defy one of the fundamental rules of this world?
Yes.
I refuse to be shackled by such rules. Besides, this is a witches' gathering, is it not? What could be more fitting a subject for this occasion than to defy them?
Oh? Sounds like an interesting experiment.
I suppose, were we to succeed in this endeavor, we might bring a touch of wonder to this otherwise dreary sky of stars.
The merry witch finally talked them all round, just like she had done many times before. Warm and strong as the sun she was, so much so, in fact, that those who her light shined down upon had no choice but to bask in it. And so the witches readied their gifts, 3 marvels of the cosmos.
Oh, what did you guys get him?
For this child, I shall decipher the ravings of the heavens and lay bare before him the trickery of fate.
Okay.
For this child, I shall leave a formula powerful enough to unravel the very origins of this world, that he may seek another solution for the conundrum of his life.
Okay. A formula.
For this child, I shall call upon wondrous magic to make possible his impossible wish.
Huge.
All the story witch had was the pen in her hand, yet with the love that flowed
We brought
from
a sword.
she resolved to bring forth a marvel of her own. For this child, I shall leave behind the last story I will ever write, and with it, a path to an ending yet untold. With the witch's blessings given and received, the little dragon's fate at last began to turn.
Look at that. Just like that. Within 2 minutes, B got shut down. You know what, B?
In the midst of the dragon child's birthday celebration, the seer witch proclaimed her prophecy. The child had been given the evil dragon's name, and with it, the burden of its fate. But hearing this, the story witch vowed to rewrite it all, for such was her love and resolve. And so the other witches offered their gifts in turn, marvels as rare as any in the cosmos.
Any in the cosmos.
Together, they sought to test one of the fundamental laws of this world, in part to support a mother's love, and in part to sate their own curiosity.
Yeah.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Our new guests came bearing blessings of their own.
Yeah, we brought him a plastic sword.
Who knows? Perhaps this extra bit of courage might be all the little dragon needs to change his fate.
Damn right it is. He's gonna slay his demons. Honestly, best gift. I don't care what the witches gave him. We gave him the best gift. 3 marvels of the cosmos.
Yep. Looks like we've completed this chapter, too. Those witches in the story were the mages of the Hexen Circle, right? They sure seem to care a lot about you, Durin. But, Paimon kinda had trouble following their conversation. Just a bunch of mystery, as usual.
The evil dragon's fate.
It's a pretty easy conversation. That was a pretty easy one, Paimon.
Oh, is that what you're worried about? But didn't we already take care of that?
Yeah, after what happened in Simulanka, with everyone's blessings.
Ah, the mages must have had a hand in that, too.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was just thinking, which part of the story are we even meant to be completing?
Your turning point.
Oh, it feels less like we're filling in the gaps and more like we're adding something new altogether.
We're stacking.
But we use the ink, right? And the book hasn't given us any more clues, so that must mean our task is complete. At least for now.
Yeah, I guess we're doing something right.
Don't worry. Even if we run into trouble, we can always go ask Alice.
Maybe I'm overthinking things. It's just, this is my mother's final wish, so I don't want to mess it up.
You can't mess it up. You literally can't mess it up. It's up to you.
Anyway, thanks for all your help. I'll let you know as soon as the book reveals a hint about the next chapter.
Okay.
Okay then. See you in the next chapter.
See you tomorrow, Durin. See you tomorrow, Durin. Nice. Alright, let's talk to him.
I think I'm gonna stick around, take my time reading through this book. If you feel like jumping back into the story, just come find me.
Okay. Don't mind if I do. We're gonna jump right in. Alright, step back into the story. The prophecy. Sword is missing. Hello.
As of late, the Tricksy Witch has nearly the entirety of the snowy lands in her grasp. Now none but the Tsar can command her submission.
Okay, this is not what I was expecting her to talk about.
Such a pity that she can no longer spare the time to join our gatherings.
Tell me, does the Wander Witch still roam among the stars?
Who can say how long we'll have to wait for her return? I had hoped sharing all the fun little stories from our gatherings might entice her to remain.
Wait.
Then how about the Memory Witch? Does she still walk the mortal realm?
Yes, she has that secret mission of hers to accomplish, so she couldn't make it to our gathering. But she doesn't seem to regret her choice, so naturally, it's not my place to pry.
As rare a chance to gather as this, and yet almost half of us are absent.
Good thing I had the Hexen Circle thing already pulled up. Okay, so we got... Wait a minute. Tricksy Witch, Wander Witch, Memory Witch. Okay, so we have, right here, we have Gold. Alright, we have Gold, Nicole, Alice, and Rhindaughter, Nicole, Alice, and Barbaloth is who's sitting here right now. Octavia. Who the hell are the other ones?
Cheer up. At least you came with good tidings.
Who are the other ones? What do we know about Octavia? Hold up. Octavia's, oh yeah, Octavia's, the man, yeah, Miliostra Wonderland. But you're dead, you're there, but... 1, 2... Wait a minute. Oh, wait. No, there's only 4 here. Oh. Wait, Alice is here. B's here. Oh. Oh, Nicole's not here. Never mind. Nicole's not here. Yeah, Nicole's not here. Octavia's not here. What do we know about... But it says Jay's dead. Deceased prior to the game's events. She requested Alice to help her. Oh, wait. This is when Durin's still a kid. Okay.
I suppose I'm just feeling a little sentimental. After all, there will come a day when I, too, am among those absent at these gatherings.
Okay, got it. So Octavia's not here. Nicole's not here. And... Okay, got it. Memories... Trixie would be then... J. I'm assuming. Wander. Wander's Octavia. Memory is Nicole? Probably, right? Okay. So J. 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 Cool. Is that all that's here? Oh, I want to pull it up again. Wait, I can't pull it up again. Hold on, I want to see this again.
As of late, the Trixie Witch has nearly the entirety of the snowy lands in her grasp. Now none but the Tsar can... Such a pity that she could... Tell me, who can say...
Then how about the Memory Witch?
Yes, she...
As rare a chance to get...
secret mission of hers to accomplish, so she couldn't make it to our gathering, but she doesn't seem to regret her choice. What do we know about her again? Also, the first mayor of an unknown city in Snezhnaya. After marrying, she left the Hexen Circle, although she kept in touch with them from time to time. She passed away centuries ago, but had a line of successors, the most recent of which is Scarlet. Never had any magic or combat training. She was simply ordinary in comparison to the other members. She had a lineage of successors and followers, although none of them were acknowledged by Alice until Scarlet. Okay, this is Scarlet. She introduces herself as a traveler, visiting Mondstadt from another land, who supposedly had family and friends in Mondstadt. She shows interest in solving that year's Windbloom prophecy. Attracts suspicion from Rosaria. Oh my god, this is a while ago. When was this? 3.5? Oh yeah, okay. That's why I'm blanking on what the hell this is all about. In the Tea Mage's Tea Party cutscene, represented at the tea party with a pink teacup with rose and thorn motifs in the background. Depicted as a light-haired woman wearing a red dress, yada yada. At some point in her life, fell in love with a man and decided to leave the Hexen Circle. The day before she was going to be married, sent her letter containing a prophecy, which was actually a request for her to see them again. It could be assumed that she communicated with them using a lantern of utmost joy. Eventually, Jay's husband grew old and fell gravely ill, so she ended his life to ease him of his suffering and related the experience to her fellow witches the following day. During her tenure of mayor, she requested Alice to help her settle various trifling matters in Snezhnaya. In exchange, Alice asked Jay to write a fortune slip for Anders' daughter. Although Jay passed away centuries ago, she passed her title on to her students and followers. Her most recent successor, Scarlet, had the prophecy which the Hexen Circle members had written and sought to uncover information about it. Okay. So we still don't really know much. But it kind of sets a time period for where we're at here. Because OG Jay is still alive. Nearly the entirety of the Snowy Lands in her grasp. Now none but the Tsar can command her submission. But yet, they didn't send... Because it says here they sent that letter. We can assume that they maybe didn't send the letter yet. It was before they sent this letter, perhaps? Well, yeah, because they didn't mention her, like, being married or anything yet. So maybe? Maybe it's before that? Wander Witch is Octavia, I'm assuming. Hope sharing all the fun little stories from our gatherings might entice her to remain. Memory Witch. So, yeah, I mean, it helps us set a timeline, I guess. But, yeah, and then Nicole's secret mission for hers to accomplish, so she couldn't make it to our gathering. So she's on a mission back then. You know, what mission's she on here? Do we know? Hold on, we might know, and I just don't know. Hold on. What, do you think it's at this time, though? I mean, we don't know. We're not, nah. I don't think we're gonna be able to line up times with... between, Nah, we're not really gonna know what time this is. It's a lot of years. It's a lot of years.
Cheer
All good,
up.
though.
At least you came with good tidings.
Small little things that'll probably come in handy later.
I suppose.
Surely. Surely, right? Alright. That's Durin number 2. So, yeah. What else we got? What else do we got?
Add Astra.
Oh, yeah, I can do all this at the same time.
Thank you for completing today's commissions.
It's a cool sound.
Here is your reward.
It's a nice sound.
Add Astra.
Who's everyone picking for their next character, dude? Who are you guys picking for this? Like, at this point, I'm just tempted to just pick a C6 character for more of those other rewards. The, thing to increase the level. Should we play some Bing Bang Finch Ball? Let's play some Bing Bang Finch Ball, dude. I'm down for some Bing Bang Finch Ball. Chirp, chirp. What's going on? You sending a secret message? Sort of. Technique. Communicate. Finches. Forgot to say hello. Important opening line. Travelers passing through. She's a researcher. She does great things. Relax the body and the mind. Some voodoo gypsy shit. Next. Finches are the cutest. Yup. They're super cute. Hell yeah. Can I play the game now? We've met her before, right? Yep, I remember. She looks like all the other people in Samara, but let's go. Honestly, I don't remember. Is this supposed to be the pinball game or the pinball machine game? Because honestly, I don't know what it is. I do not remember playing that, the original one. I do not remember playing that game at all. Version 17 from the 3rd generation of Bing Bang Finch Ball. Oh, ancient scarlet plume finch triumphed over the goals. Let's play, let's play, let's play. Go, 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 go. Where do I put my quarter? It is the I don't know. I don't remember playing the first one. I didn't play. Yeah, they're great. Okay, let me play the game. It's gonna be loud, so hold up. All right. Start. Fire! Oh, he gets big. Oh, wrong button. Oh my god, he's cruising, he's cruising, he's cruising. Off the pumpkin. Off the pumpkin again. He's going back and forth. Look at that! He got a super juice combo. Are those cauliflower? Oh my god, I lost track of him for a second. He was cruising. Come on. And kablam! And kablam! Go, bounce, bounce, double bounce, off the pumpkin, off the back ropes, to the cauliflower, get the guy in the middle, eat it up, supersize me. Oh. No! Good, no! Oh my god. I got grief. No, no. 2 times in a row, the game wanted him to end. I thought he was gonna go up and down perfect. Next. How long did I wait? Oh, man. I only get 2 levels? That's fine. Fire the bouncing finch ball and land here. Boom. 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 Dude, can you do something with your life? Get up there, man. Come on. Boom. Look at that. That was a great combo right there, honestly. Good. You know when you play on an actual pinball machine and you get like a super combo? And it's just popping off. It's just pop. No, you mother. Come on. Oh my god, look at that left side. No. We gotta get to the left side. There it is. Juice them up. There's a good combo. There's a good combo. Good back and forth. Good. Oh, come on, dude. You gotta get down the hole. You gotta get down the hole. Go in the hole. There you go. Nice. Juice them. Kind of annoying that once he hits the bumper, he slows down. Okay. Like, just keep my boy cruising. Keep his momentum. I'm prepared. I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for the momentum. I'm prepared to react. I got the reaction time of a goddamn cat. I'm ready for it. Ain't that right, Nefer? I have the reaction time of a cheetah. Alright. Okay, are there any additional side quests, world quests, side things in Nod Cry that got added this patch? Perhaps. Per maybe. Perchance. You know, it's been a couple days. Maybe there's something additional here, maybe? Surely they wouldn't just totally not allow us to... This is just sad, man. What's up, buddy? Have you seen Columbina by chance? Look at this, and I'm behind. I'm behind already, and now I'm gonna be even more behind. Well, I guess I'm not going to be more behind. I'm just not going to be able to catch up. Which sucks. Alright, so a lot of people have come out with videos I've seen. Not a lot, but a couple. I know Ashikai released hers. But I was gonna watch that today, but I'm going to wait a day to watch that. DeWitt obviously watched or released his whole recap. And the Cat with Blue Hat also released something. So what do we want to watch? Ashkai's I gotta hold off to tomorrow. I might hold off. Cat with Blue Hat I think came out first. And his I just read. So I might watch his. I might only do his today. I might just look at his today just to see his thoughts or hers. I mean, we really don't know, right? It's a cat, so theirs. I don't know, man. And then do the longer ones tomorrow. We can actually like juice up and take in all that information. Ashikai's video we're probably gonna need 3 hours to watch. I mean, how long is hers? I think hers is like a 30-minute video. So yeah, her video is gonna be at least, we're gonna need 3 hours for that one. And DeWitt's is always just a recap. So that'll just be go through. But let's see. So we'll just do Cat Blue Hats tonight, and then I'm gonna take a chiller because I'm gonna chill out after that because it's been kind of crazy with all this stuff. No, I totally did have plans to get up. I was gonna try, and then I woke up and I look at my phone. It's just at 8:30. I was like, yeah, I missed that one. That was not happening. That did not happen. That did not happen. Oh, his is just music too. So that's huge. And yeah, worry about people talking. All right. Cat with Blue Hats. Ending explained. Let's see how he or she interpreted these things. Interpreted 6.2. That's where we get some other perspectives. This is what we live for. We live for the other perspectives. Spoiler warning. This video contains spoilers until Luna 3 Archon quests. We have completed everything. Hey, look, if you're here, you have completed everything. Otherwise, goodbye. You read the title right. Can't think of any better explanation for what's happening in non-Cry Archon quests. Oh, wait, what's the other part? Oh, sorry. Genshin Impact Luna 3 ending explained. Moon gates are time gates. Off rip? I don't know how I feel about it. Feel like there's some truth to that, but let's hear it. Let's hear the theory. I was already very behind on my Selena Chronicles. Me too, brother. It's all good. And now we're cooked. And now Columbina is shown to have disappeared at the end. As such, I can't play the next Selena Chronicles because Columbina no longer exists. Yeah, GG. Regardless, the point I'm trying to make is that Columbina has to return for the game to continue. And not just physically, but she has to return with all of her memories intact. Okay? This means the Lindis did not die when she entered the Moon Gate 500 years ago. Yeah, I didn't think she did either. I know people, I think a lot of people thought that the Lindis died, but in my opinion, it didn't make sense for her to die. If Rayrear didn't die, it said that Rayrear got torn apart in all these fragments, right? If Rayrear didn't die, why would the Lindis have died? And I think the other part of that is we saw thoughts of the Lindis while going through Rayrear's memories, right? So I think a thought process that people had is Felindis almost merged to a point with Rayweir to have her memory bubbles show up in Rayweir's memories that when we were going through those. Right? I know I sound like Rayweir, but this is what he believed at the time as well. And now I also have to believe the same for Columbina. On a side note, it is quite ironic how the Traveler and Rayweir share the same goal now. The basis for this video comes from the theory that the 4 Shades and the 3 Moons both share similar powers. Yep. At the end of Luna 3's Archon quest, we see Dottore controlling time once he has 3 moons. Yep. The only ones who can move at the time are him, the Traveler, and Columbina. Dottore was controlling the powers while Traveler is unique, which explains their situation. But why was Columbina able to move? Seems counter to Dottore's goals. Someone as smart as him would know she will try to escape. Wait a minute, yeah, everyone was so focused on Traveler being able to move that... Yeah, dude, Columbina could move. Hold on. Whoops. Oh, yeah, Arlecchino's frozen too. Yup, yup, yup. Huh. Myself included, I haven't seen a lot of people bring this up. I haven't seen a lot of people bring up the fact that Columbina could still move. Okay, Cook, go ahead. Dottore was controlling the powers while Traveler is unique, which explains her situation. But why was Columbina able to move? It seems counter to Dottore's goals, right? Someone as smart as him would know she will try to escape. So there's no reason for him to not freeze her along with the others. Well, I think he put out like a... I mean, he just put out like a general spell, no? She was able to move and open a moon gate for herself. This leads me to believe that her powers, specifically the Frost Moon, control time. Yep, has the ability to control time. Okay. That is solid. This is solid. I like that. That is solid. I'm with that. I say this because we've seen the same thing happen before with Arlecchino. Her Bale Moon Blood Fire gives her power over death. Although not entirely, she can still use it to kill memories of people. She has been a moon goddess. Sorry. Had she been a moon goddess like Columbina, perhaps she would have more direct abilities. Maybe there is a way we can distribute life, death, time, space. Oh, wait, no, but it's not necessarily true that that's why Columbina... Hold on, I'm going to argue against it for a second. Columbina is basically she is the marrow herself. At this point, Arlecchino didn't have it with her anymore. So, could Arlecchino possibly had the ability to move if she still had her marrow with her? So I don't know if we can, without knowing that, we can't conclude that Columbina has the ability to control time based off of her fragment, I guess. Like, if he's trying to say, well, the 3 fragments do resemble the 3 different things. But still, we can't come to that conclusion completely. Because if Arlecchino would have been able to move with the Moon Marrow with her, that would disprove this theory. that her marrow is responsible for time. Maybe there is a way we can distribute life, death, time, space, and reason among the 3 moons. Perhaps a crimson iridescent moon might have been about life and death in Teyvat. Frost could have been about time and space of Teyvat. While Eternal could be the reason of Teyvat. Or we can also give reason to Nibelung and distribute the rest among the 3 moons. Regardless, my point is that the 3 moons together have same powers as the 4 shades. True. Or you can look at it as if Nibelung had planned to make that 4th moon anyways. Like, here's the thing, right? Is now that we know that Dottore had stacked the variables and formed the process and belief of a 4th moon, do we still believe that Nibelung was going to create a 4th moon if Dottore didn't influence? Let's say yes, right? Nibelung's plan is to still make a 4th moon, then that would make 4 moons, 4 shades, Nibelung being reason, Primordial 1 being reason. Right? Right. But there is also possibility of what he's saying here is true as well. Because of the line that he follows, the line that Dottore follows up with, you know, of the gods never had the right to control the primordial power, or whatever he says. Yeah, or we can also give reason to Nibelung and distribute the rest among the 3 moons. Like, this would be, like, I think more so this with the 4th moon being the floater. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because it's like, if that's the case, well, where's Nibelung's actual power now then? You know? It's like, okay, if you were supposed to have 4 moons to hold the 4, or to mirror the 4 shades, or that would have held the power that the 4 shades had, you know, the time, space, life, death would have been the 4 moons. Like, where's Nibelung's, where's reason's power actually lie? Like, is it with Nibelung? And then now that Nibelung's dead, well, where is that? Where's that, you know, sense of power at? Where is that power at? Regardless, my point is that the 3 moons together have same power as the 4 shades. So there's also a chance that Columbina doesn't just have control over time, but has control over everything because all 3 moons were present. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, true. True. We get special access because we're a Descender. Arlecchino can't access because she doesn't have the marrow with her. Ever since the start of Nod Cry, there have been many hints to the 4th moon, right? If Columbina is the 4th moon, she could have control over all 3 moon powers. On a side note, Dottore was quite literally a moon goddess with how he controlled the marrows. Yeah, the whole Columbina 4th moon thing is, nah, that's just not, that's not it, right? What? Yeah, you can just make something. No. No. I'll just eat the rest of this. I still got half of this. Yeah. Yeah, we're checking out this this video here. Where was I? Oh, hold on. We'll go back for a second. Hold on. Tori was quite literally moon goddess while I controlled the marrows. Oh. Columbina being the fourth moon theory thing. Like, is that completely dead in the water? I feel like that's completely dead in the water now. Right? Like, any hint or resemblance of a fourth moon that we have is either influenced by Dottore to make him create a fourth moon and be this fourth moon. But the question is, was it a true thought of Nibelung to do that? Or was it only a thought and handed down through time because of what Dottore did? Or is it both? Could Nibelung have also had the plan to make the fourth moon and didn't? But since Dottore almost heard about that, he had an initial plan to make a fourth moon, let me still convince these guys that I will be a savior, or there will be a savior in the future, and then I'll be the one to make the fourth moon. You know what I mean? That's what I said. The moons were the original rules. Life, death, time, and space. That's what I mean. That's why it makes sense for there to be the 4. But it's like, okay, if there were 4, or if there were plans for 4, does that mean that there's a missing marrow somewhere else? And then where's Nibelung's power as reason? Like, that's what doesn't make sense. We only have 3 marrows here. And it seems like there only are 3. So that's why I'm kind of again, I don't know if that's true. Because if there was supposed to be a fourth moon, there would have been a fourth marrow. Like, it would have been split like that, right? Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem to line up. That doesn't add up. The other major thing we've been seeing in Nodcry's Archon quests is interactions with the past. Yep. Columbina could show us our past and spaceship's location. In Nodcry World Quest, Isla speaks to the traveler from the past. Exactly. Maybe because there's a missing shade as well? Space? Oh, I mean, maybe, but it seems like everyone's so sold on there only being 3. Like, you figured there were probably some texts. Some ancient texts. Right? Something, like, who would be aware? Like, I don't know. No, the Hyperboreans only had 3 locations, bro. Yeah, no. They only had 3 locations for them to stand to communicate with outside of the border. Like, if that was the case, it would have been another location. I don't know. That's not necessarily true either. But, I don't know. Every Moon Chanter or Frost Moon Scions had the ability to see through time. And in Luna 3, we witnessed the past events via illusions/phantoms. And Tori uses it to learn of a way to capture the 3 moons by introducing variables. These variables are similar to what Durin and Albedo discovered at the time, right? It has not changed the actual history, nor can it be used to travel into the past. But what if there was a way? Ooh, he timed that music right, my guy. Oh, in her final moments, Linda said that she had found a solution. Oh, true. Something that will allow Rivier to live a normal life. If you remember, she blamed King Ermin's madness on the outsider. Right. And Traveler's sibling, whose arrival changed King Ermin, right. So her solution was very likely to travel into the past and stop this from happening. And for this, she opened the Moon Gate. But didn't I say that it needs all 3 moon marrows to control time? Hold. Perhaps Belinda substituted abyssal power in place of the missing 2 moon marrows. Perchance? We've seen it work when the group opens a moon gate for a rear with abyssal powers. This discovery is likely the breakthrough in her research in the end. Wait, what? God damn it. We've seen it work when the group opens a moon gate for a rear with abyssal powers. This discovery is likely the breakthrough in her research in the end. The reason why Rerir couldn't follow her was due to his curse of immortality. I believe the curse only affected the Eclipse dynasty and considered them pure-blooded. Could have prevented its existence from entering past, which is why he shattered. Ah. I mean, maybe. Yeah, right? I thought Columbina just opened the portal. See, initially, I found out too, my initial thought when I watched the quest, or when I played the quest, I said, out loud, Dainsleif opened the moon portal? Which appeared like that is what happened. However, I guess, look at this. Hold on. Side quest. Hold. Hold.
If you're anything like me, you probably
Set it on a fix. Look at this. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. So as of 6.2, the quest description has been updated to say Dane merely held the gate open. Please do note that in 6.1, the quest description in both English and Chinese said he opened it. This is what I said when I was watching it, and I got corrected saying Columbina opened it. And you know what? At the time, I was like, okay, but my initial thought was, Dainsleif opened the moon portal? Right? So, it has been updated to say that Dane merely held it open. But I guess it didn't necessarily. So he held it open. But who opened it then? Did she open it? When I played it, I thought it was Dane. Because all of a sudden it appeared, and then Dane's the one who watched him go through. So that's why I was like, oh my god. But he didn't. It is true that he's the one who held it open. Okay? But who opened it then? He held it open. Who opened it? Regardless of this inconsistency, I do think it's important to consider the possibility that more people than just moons, or those with access to a moon's fragment, can open them. Although they may not be permitted to do so. Some of the concepts I presented about the moons being related to the afterlife can be found in some okay, whatever. Fuck all that. Oh, that's different. Okay. But I don't know. Wait, where did she see? Where is that said though? 6.2. Where's the quest description? Like, where do I see what she's referring to? Would it be is it the? Would it be here? I just want to see where it says where the quest description is. That she's talking about. I don't know where that would be. Whatever. I mean, yeah, I mean, up until seeing that today, I saw that today when I was looking for videos to look at later, and I saw her comment that as a correction, and I was like, wait a minute, what? I thought that was just crazy, but whatever. Okay, but yes, so it is still common belief, which I still do believe, that Columbina is the one who opened it, right? Then, as well. Right. But why is he saying here that Abyssal Energy is the one that opened it? She opened the Moon Gate. Lindis substituted abyssal power in place of the missing 2 moon marrows. We've seen it work when the group opens a moon gate for Rear with abyssal powers. You know what? We're rewatching this. Is this the final cutscene of 6.1? Dude, how many times do we need slow-mos of fucking Columbina falling backwards? Like, they've reused this animation 17 times now. I mean, Jesus. There it is. That's How many thumbnails can we make? Oh.
Why is he attacking the damselette? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him.
Wait, this is no, this isn't even the right part, bro. Jesus Christ, I'm watching the wrong part. Hold on. Where's I need the final fight. This one, right? Yeah, it's this one. No. Yes.
You used my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
So we see her use power to restrain him. Okay, yeah. Yeah, straight up. Yep, yep. Yep, yep. See, the reason I thought... Because it looked like her power was so focused on Rear, you know what I mean? And she just like, she grabbed him and just kind of choked him out that... I think when I first watched it, it was just like, oh, she's just got him restrained, right?
Don't you realize you don't have the
like
power
when you watch it quick, it's like, oh shit.
to hold that gate open?
I don't, but someone else does.
Which boom.
Goodbye, Rear.
Yep.
We won.
Then you see Dane with Portal, and it was like, you know, watching it first time through, that was my initial reaction, and it got quickly corrected. Don't get me wrong. But I found it interesting that the quest description, supposedly, according to something Ashkai corrected, is that it said Dane opened it. Like, it was an error. But it's funny. It's funny. Okay, but yeah, but okay. Back to what this says. It is very clear that Columbina opens it, right? The reason why Rhaegar couldn't follow her was due to his curse of immortality. I believe the curse only affected the Eclipse dynasty and considered them pure-blooded, right? It could have prevented his existence from entering past, which is why he shattered. So basically, he's saying here that Thelindis is still alive because she wasn't affected by the curse. But Rhaegar got shattered because he was affected by the curse of immortality. So Thelindis is therefore alive. Whereas Thelindis was not pure-blooded, so she was likely affected by Curse of Wilderness. Thelindis very likely believed that the Moongate will take her into the past, which is why I also believe that Columbina did not disappear. Oh yeah, majority of lore videos are speculation. I mean, majority of lore videos have, I mean, it's a theory. Like, in here, he's theorizing that Thelindis is still alive. Like, I believe Thelindis is still alive too, but that bitch could be cooked. That bitch could be long gone. Long gone. You know? I don't think she's just walking around in there aimlessly. I mean, she could be. I mean, if through the moon portal, maybe through the portal, it, like, time it works differently, like it does with Skirk in Skirk's domain, you know, something like that. But, I mean, there's a level of different things, right? She could be cooked. She could be really old. Right? She could be the same age. You don't know she's dead. Nobody knows she's dead. You also can't say that she's dead. That's just not true. You do not know that. That's what I mean. There's so much to this. The Abyssal Power opening the gate, though, it's, I mean, yeah. I don't see that. We don't know what happens on the other side of the gate. We haven't seen it. We have no idea what happens. That's why you saying that, we know the people that go through the gate get cut up to pieces, Rhaegar only survive because of the Abyss. You could literally say the opposite. That people who go through the gate survive, but the only reason Rhaegar got cut up is because of his curse. That's why this is also accurate. Or could be accurate. This is also a theory. You have to look at both sides. You can't just get locked into one theory and then be like, yeah, that's exactly what happens. Like, no. That'd be like saying, wait, yeah, so Columbina's cut up into pieces? It's less likely that people who go through are cut up into pieces because that's saying that, Columbina's cut up into pieces. So Columbina's in pieces now. So what are we going to play in 6-3? Like, that doesn't make sense. That's proof that everything that goes through doesn't die. Everything that goes through doesn't just get cut up into pieces. I mean, yeah, sure, she could go through the same process that Rhaegar just went through, but you think we're not working with that kind of time here. We're not going to be working with that kind of timeline that Rhaegar did. No, it's just going to be instant. Not instant, but it's going to be short. Okay, Thelindis very likely will believe that the Moongate will take her into the past, which is why I also believe that Columbina did not disappear. But instead, she was sent back in time into the past. I don't know how I feel about time travel, though. But just how long ago into the past did she go? Perhaps back to the time when the three Moon Sisters existed in Teyvat. The reason why is because he's predicting that Thelindis went back in time to try and save Armin from the sibling, but obviously nothing ever happened. So, like, if the time portals were, or if the moon portals were supposedly time portals, like, maybe Thelindis just did a bad calculation and she went back way further than she predicted and couldn't change anything. But, other than that, nothing happened. So, like, did she even go back in time? Columbina is probably an exception because she's a moon goddess. It is her power to open this gate because it's part of her authority. I mean, yeah, that's possible too. But the reason also that Thelindis isn't completely dead, I mean, you can also say that, okay, her physical form might be dead, sure, but you know there's some part of her will alive because she popped up, like I said before, she popped up in little memory bubbles during the time we spent with Rayrir, in Rayrir's memories. She was still there. Some form of her was still there. Perhaps back to the time when the three Moon Sisters existed. Didn't say that. As for the proof that Columbina traveled into the past, okay, yeah, here we go. Go ahead. Remember how she just decided on her name in Luna 3? Yep. Columbina Hyposelenia. What if I tell you someone knows her with this exact name in the past?
Is it you? Are you here? At long last. I can see you once more. Our fates have crossed, and I am finally free. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? If only I had possessed your courage, then I might have been spared this torment, more painful than death. You look so puzzled. That's how I felt too when I first saw you. But trust me when I say that everything happens for a reason. Farewell, Hypo.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay, tell me exactly where it says that, and I'll look it up after. But this... Okay, he's convincing me about the whole time thing here. Hold on a minute.
What was that all about? Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon? Oh, it sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But none of us have ever met her before, right?
Okay. In this conversation, she seems to have met with all three moon goddesses as well. It is partially good evidence because even if Arlecchino says this, how would Hyposelenia wasn't even said out loud. Ever. Until she decided in Luna 3. So the fact that she started saying hypo, that's pretty good evidence. That's a really good point. To bring her back, we can use the two Momaros that Dottore has. Of course, he wouldn't just hand them over. Well, why not? What if we ask nicely? If we say please, surely. The Harbingers also have a rule not to fight amongst themselves. But given his disobedience, it feels like the Tsaritsa would personally order Harbingers to stop him. I say the same thing. He's kicked out now. Like, he's getting kicked out. I'm most concerned about Sandrone among everyone. She was so depressed that she didn't even join the group to say goodbye. She's also missing from the meeting at the end of Luna 3. That's what I said. Oh yeah, she's already researching. There's no way she doesn't know what happened with Columbina. And seeing Arlecchino's reaction at the end. Yeah, it's crash out time, for real. I fear we'll be witnessing the rise of a second Dottore very soon. Wait, what? Should definitely be a key player in utilizing the Moon Marrows to bring her back. No, that's the point. That's the point. The point is she traveled back in time. And that the moon thing said that the floating moon would only know the name if it had met her before. It hasn't happened before to us. But if Columbina actually did go back in time, that means that the Crimson Moon Marrow would have met Columbina with her full name. Like if yes, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how else to say that. Hey, that kind of, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of, okay, so look. What guarantee do you have that Columbina did not choose her second name based on the words the moon said? Because the moon didn't say the second part of the name. And even with that, I guess you're partially right. Yeah, that's true too. But it could also be true. I mean, I think he's got a little something going on here. Yeah, that's true. You're very right. You're very right. But based off of what he's saying here is that Columbina went back, told her its full name, it recognized her. And plus, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? Like, this whole conversation has more context than just the name.
Time ago. If only I had possessed your courage, then...
Now, Columbina's only 500 years old. What do you mean what brought you to us all that time ago?
I might have been spared this...
My, I think, initial thought here was that, oh, she resembles the original Frost Moon Goddess entity lady. All right. So she's a little mixed up. Or the fact that Arlecchino said don't trust him, right?
It's torment, more painful than death.
So she's lying.
That's how I felt too.
He looks so puzzled, like, wait, what the hell is she talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean so long ago? I don't know you. I have no idea who the hell you are, lady.
When I first saw you.
Like there's this whole conversation in its entirety.
And everything happens for a reason. Farewell, Hypo.
What was that all about? Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon? Oh, it sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But none of us have ever met her before, right?
I can see what he's kind of cooking up here, though. I can see what he's kind of cooking up here. You can't say that you don't see kind of what he's talking about here. I mean, and that it's a possibility, because it's a possibility. That's for sure. That's the point. The point is to take all these in and realize that they are a possibility, because none of us can say for sure what happens through a moon gate. It's like a black hole, bro. Nobody knows what happens on the opposite end of a black hole for sure. We can only assume certain things. But nobody knows what happens on the opposite end of a black hole. You know? And nobody will know until somebody goes through one and then comes back out to tell us. Nobody knows what happens when you die. Unless somebody were to die and come back to life. You know, it's one of those things. Until we know, until we talk to Columbina again, or until the next patch, we won't know what happens. Next patch, we're going to find out what happens on the other end of Moongate, right? So we just get to look at it a little bit right now and be like, hey, you know, what do we think happens on the other side of a Moongate? But next patch, we'll definitely find it out. Or, well, surely we'll definitely find it out. It does say that you get cut up. They said that it cut Rear up. That's why I wanted to check that part. Let me see. Let's see if we can find it. I'll see if we can find this, because I'm curious. You got me a little curious. You got me a little curious. Hold on, let's see. If you know exactly where it says it, feel free to let me know, because I don't know exactly where it says it. Because, I mean, obviously, Redbeard got cut up going through the portal, right? The point is, did it only happen because of his abyssal energy? Did it only happen because of his curse? What happens to people who don't match the same constitution that Rear has? That's the part we don't know. We don't know what happens to others going through that don't match the same constitution that Rear has. That's the best way to put it. So we can only make assumptions. They said the abyssal energy saved him. I need to find this part, because I'm curious about who said it. You know what? Maybe people commented on this video. Yo, can these go away, bro? Like, I'm just trying to read the comments, man. The connection between Columbina's newly decided name and the iridescent moon's goddess knowing the exact name felt like a grand epiphany. There's a great theory that's likely the truth. I just realized we learned this patch that Nibelung imprisoned the moon's... Jesus, and imprisoned the Moon Sisters and turned their respective moons into weapons to use in the funerary war. You know who else was imprisoned so their power could be used as a weapon? Columbina. Dotoria imprisoned Columbina. The future does... Okay, I mean, sure, but who cares? So, well, it's not the topic we're on right now. Her was not cursed. Yeah, that's... Oh. Thought he said... I mean, I'm not saying what he's saying is fact. I'm just looking at what this said exactly. Oh, is River couldn't follow her, but was due to his curse of immortality. Check when Nefer left her chest set. She probably explains it. 6.1 Act 4.
Everyone, I'm back. Killing Rarier's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy.
So much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
Well, he does have a... All sinners have a... No. Some... Yeah, I mean, he has the curse of immortality. Wherever he has the curse of immortality, he's a sinner.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddle, not cry.
Although I do hope you choose to remain
Second
a part
one?
of
What are
the
you talking
plan.
about?
Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick.
Leave. Let's secure.
Fear clear as day.
The chest set? You
Let
said the
me
chest
handle
set.
That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how?
Victory. It'd be like this and the strength you could win. Now, just friends. A dark club be great.
Thank you both. Since Nefer's eyes, I only tell you
To really share something like this with me.
you'll feel with
How glad
No, I don't know if it'd be
Hear
here.
you have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
I came a little early so I'd have some
Not enough sleep in the end.
play a message. She said choir. I'd range support.
Thanks to all involved. Won't hold him much longer.
Waiting. Let's make the
Place.
Every ounce of strength.
I've seen all your futile dahlia moments.
I don't know what part you're talking about, bro. Why would it be here?
Sport.
Before that, this is the final fight. Why would it be here? Why would this be the explanation of him getting torn apart? Wouldn't it be more likely to be... Dude, that's where I was initially, and you said the final fight. What the fuck are we doing?
Sense of
You took this investigation.
Bro, here! After we're out!
I noticed you doing something
When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was
Oh, was
not
I at the
naive
beginning of
to
it?
the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rarir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rarir. It seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, Then he caught on and started tracking me too.
It's alone.
Directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item.
What made me? I only know how this came to be. A long time village, new battle over the rights.
Don't care. Don't care.
When it, the having
Don't
gotten
care.
my temple to the side. The chessboard with chessboard is people fickle as
Don't care.
anything.
Don't
Including
care.
fate itself.
If you're alluding to the abyss.
Oh.
This is an act of favoritism. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few.
Gather the others. It's some further investigating into the Raker of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. Conrian subject of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story. Please.
Linda smuggled away a piece of the moon before. It was passed down through the ages, finally falling into the hands of the knave. What really lies on the what lies on the other side of that portal? Is it really a whole other world? Belinda's never had the chance to share what she found there, neither did Rerir, who followed her in.
That's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Nodcry. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of cannot.
Presumptuous. But have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate.
This might work.
And this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power.
It's a path to the moon.
And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Raker of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Raker of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched
Okay, yeah,
my
so it's
understanding
still up in the
of
air as
entity
to
we
what
face.
actually happens.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset.
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring...
Too. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. Yeah, life.
This meeting. Of course.
Yeah.
Sounds good
So
to
it's
me.
all... Wait, go check later after we meet Albedo and Durin. Maybe they give us more information. Okay, good, good. See, this is what it's all about. You look at people's videos, you take what they say, and then you try to disprove. That's what it's all about. This is how we get answers.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptatyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the Faust Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power.
Consequence of being
Perhaps
torn
the
apart
only
by an unknown
explanation for his
power.
survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rayhir of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Okay, so I'm assuming...
asked us to bring it.
Durin and I will be heading... Alright then.
So... Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. He's completely contaminated by the abyss. Let's go back really fast again and just... I highly suspect that neither Thalindis nor Rayhir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rayhir of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. Right. Which is why, yeah, so we know he's in the fragments. So it's 100% confirmed that he got shredded into fragments. Your theory is that Rayhir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force. But I mean,
Together,
don't get me wrong, they're getting the backup
whole
and
to begin
everything.
with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
Without the power of the abyss on his side, he most certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. I told you, Radish.
But the abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the abyss is most surely a curse.
So, point is, they don't even bring up, like, oh, Thalindis is definitely cooked then. I mean, besides Flynn saying at the beginning they didn't make it through unscathed, like, Albedo doesn't bring up, oh, what could have happened to Thalindis going back through, or when she went through. Oh, no, I'm not even saying completely what you said is wrong. I'm just saying there's things we still don't know. We're trying to figure out if Thalindis, if Thalindis is cooked. Her definitely for a fact, her will isn't cooked. Because her will, some form of her is there in a non-physical form because we see her, I'm going to call them memory bubbles, pop up in Rayhir's memories. That's 100%.
What's that?
Rayhir.
So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave.
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Cylindus? No, don't do it! Cylindus! Cylindus!
I told you, Rarier. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
I don't think the broken rocks are the evidence that...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our
Right, so this is when he... I'm reminding myself. Becomes sinner.
Cylindus.
Dude, I don't understand the
Were you
stream quality
daydreaming?
on YouTube. It makes no sense. I have a higher bitrate on
You
YouTube
still
too. That's what
remember,
makes no
Revier?
sense.
That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
So this is when he's cursed. Now he's cursed. See, he's cursed before he goes through the portal. You were saying he wasn't cursed before he went through the portal. He's cursed. Now he's cursed. He became a sinner.
I will find you. And then
It's not the same curse of all the. It's not that. It's his own.
can
It's
give me
his
your
curse of
answer.
immortality. Is this? He's a sinner. They're all cursed. See, and that's the thing, right? He opens his own fucking portal. Bro, yeah, but it's the point. It is a curse. He has a curse of immortality. Immortality is a curse. It's not the same curse that was cast upon all the Conrys once all that shit went down. No. But it is a curse of immortality. All the sinners have it. Curse of Dane and Capitano has a different one. Bro, he cannot die. What are we talking about? Are you tripping balls? Bro, he literally has a curse of immortality. That's the whole point of Rear. What do you mean, Radish? Hit live chat. Don't hit top chat. Bro. I can't. Where is it? Yeah, I don't know why it defaults to top chat. Hold on. Hold on. Well, I agree. If it bleeds, it can die somehow. But he has an immortality curse. Right, you just said curse of immortality. He's cursed. What are we doing? What are we doing? Well, of course, a vampire can choose to stab himself in the heart with a wooden stake, but they still have a curse of immortality. That doesn't mean he doesn't have a curse. I'm not going even further down the rare rabbit hole right now. Like I said, a vampire could stab themselves in the heart with a wooden stake and kill themselves. Doesn't mean he doesn't have a curse of immortality. No, it's just no. I don't think so. No, because that when he's just saying a curse kept him, or the reason why Revere couldn't follow her was due to his curse of immortality. That's saying because he had his own, although his timing here is off because technically he didn't have it here. It's still a curse. He's still okay, guys. Guys. It's not the same as the curse. But we're getting into semantics now, and it's the point. She didn't place the curse yet at this point. Yes, he has. They have. Oh my god. Yo, Radish. I will ban you. Radish thinks he's hilarious now. He couldn't even figure out to put it to live chat. I agree that curse. No, I won't. I'll keep you here, buddy. I'll keep you here. The Renova curse, no, wasn't placed. But he, as well as all sinners, can be considered a form of cursed, is the point. Yes, they have their own thing going on, but it's still considered a form of a curse. It's just, you don't want to call it a curse, fine. But calling it a curse isn't necessarily wrong. You know what they mean. Okay? Cursed by the abyssal power. What does the abyssal power do? Keeps you immortal. Oh, wow. You're getting into... I'm done. Okay, so you're going to follow Radish? You're going to follow Radish? I'm going to... Yo. You're saying that the wording is wrong? I mean, yeah, if he's saying here that it's like, I mean, the timing here is definitely not right. Because he didn't follow her. I mean, I'm, like, realizing that. I mean, look, he went back. Oh, look, he went back and he opened up his own goddamn portal, bro.
I will find you. And then... you can give me your answer.
Like, he just reopened this thing. He just reopened this. I don't think he ate her. I think, like, if they went through and they both did get cut to pieces, then I think that part of her just kind of floated into his area, like a blender. They almost got blended together type of deal. That's how I would look at it. I would say it's more like a blender. We don't know if Columbine is in pieces. I also don't think that the other video, oh. I mean, you're right. Curse of Immortality is what it's called when it's placed on the Conrians by Renova, right? I mean, that's definitely what it's generally referred to. That's why everybody knows it as. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you there. Oh yeah, he definitely has some things wrong. But okay, but Raj, what do you think about the moon gates being time travel? Watch this part. Watch this part. Ready?
Is it you? Are you here? At long last. I can see you once more.
I'm not saying people don't make things wrong. The point is to look at them and then figure out what's wrong with them. That's the whole point of all of this. But nobody can come in here and say that they're right. Because we don't know what happens on the other side of a moon gate. That's my whole point.
Our fates have crossed. And I am finally free. Tell me.
None of us can act like experts.
What was it that brought you to us? All that time ago. If only I had possessed your courage. Then I might have been spared this torment. More painful than death. You look so puzzled. That's
fair.
Too, when I first saw you.
That's fair. You don't have to believe the voice. I just think it's a cool theory. It's a cool idea. That was a good one. See, the other thing I think too is Columbina could have gotten torn to pieces, and that's the whole point of rebirth. I mean, think about it, right? If that death card does really mean rebirth, I mean, Rayrir kind of got rebirthed with the whole fragments, right? Like he got torn to fragments and then he was reborn, right? Columbina could have gotten blendered up, and her whole rebirth is, you know, maybe we do puzzle piece her back together. I mean, we're all out here trying to figure this shit out, you know what I mean? The only way to figure things out, though, is to look at what everybody else is saying and get everyone else's input on it. That's the whole point. Although I think really something, but I mean, I think it's pretty interesting that looking back at this again, you realize that Rayrear, I mean, are we all on the same page here that we can agree that Rayrear opens up his own moon portal? The first cutscene? The first cutscene. I am not going back that far. For what? For what? For what? What is it? Hold on, no. Alright, yeah. I watch it so often because I keep looking at it differently. You know, see, this is what drives people insane. Hold on. Well, alright. You guys can answer this then. Do you take this as Rayrear opens up his own moon gate? Do you guys see it that way? Or do we think it's still open? Does it close? Wait, does it close?
And all this, you can have it back. The normal life.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It does. Oh. Hey. Oh, yeah, it does, because the thing around it closes. Oh. Oh, I see. He doesn't open it himself. He sticks his sword in it to keep it open a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. Does he stick his sword in it here to hold it open a little bit?
I told you, Rayrear.
Like it's still open a little bit, you think? Maybe? Perhaps? Perchance?
Let her go.
He stopped it. Yeah, yeah.
Someone better.
Yeah. And then he comes back after getting the abyssal upgrade, the sinner upgrade. He went and ascended. He comes back.
I will find you. And then you can...
He doesn't really pull it out, though, but... I mean, it looks... I mean, we don't see it, but I think we can assume here he stops it and then it reopens. Because how would he know how to do that? I mean, he wouldn't know how to do that. What'd you say? Kind of because Sinners had links to the shade... Honestly, I'm kind of ready for the twist where the moon responsibilities, life, death, time, and space were used to make the shades. I think that's kind of, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, the shades came from moon power. They share the... It's the same power. The question is how it all lines up with the Maros. You know what I mean? But then it's also like the sinners reflect the... Well, the moons are the original primordial power. What do you want to see in the first...
So, what you're trying... On to the next
We're going back, are we?
Your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Which part of this are you saying looks like the power of the Frost Moon? Hold on. Hold the fuck on.
Outlanders, your journey ends.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a different color. Speculation. I'm not going down a huge speculation fucking... There's similarities all over the place with things. I don't think that really tells us anything. I mean, yeah, maybe, but who knows, really. I was confirm the moons with the original rules. I can explain that. Shades plus HP. I'm just gonna go with what I said yesterday. One moon equals time and space. One moon equals death and life. Oh yeah, you did say that. Alice said they spread power among the three of them just for balance, so it was not each moon had one rule. Yeah, you guys are saying like the same thing. I think that's a possibility. I think that's a possibility. The three moons share it. I think that if the fourth moon was actually in Nibelung's plan, that fourth moon was supposed to be, like, it possibly had some form of Marl or power with it that is either, like, lost, missing, I don't know. I really don't think that. It's like, I would want that to be the case, but it doesn't really make sense based on the Hyperboreans also only had 3 places for Morrow. Like, the fourth moon's kind of... The moon thing is not a possibility. Alice said it. Yeah, she said that the moon split the power. Hold on. Let me read back what you guys are saying. You guys are like crossing over each other. Alice said the moons share the power. Right? Bom, bom, bom.
That they even affected phantoms that...
It's when we first met her, right? Bum, ba, da, bum.
But it's
No.
The final.
It never seen my face. Very low profile.
Alice in the.
so she quite soon.
Predictions got here. The pleasantries.
Yes.
He'll get used to it. I'm unsure.
Drat. A deving.
Oh, it's person.
It concerns the 3 moons, Tevat's borders, and of course, the moon. Kind of. My main reason for to technically have a job to do as well. I'll skip over the complicated parts. But to sum it up, abyssal energy pickle a sign
No wonder.
No moon.
passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been
After the
the
tea, yeah,
border
it's when we enter.
who control to ask you, why are you collecting the moon marrows? Nicole,
What does
Oh.
Prayer now. For me. Will I return to the moon after I disappear? In a house. I was born.
Oh my god.
It's times like this when you.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the moon goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence. That's why the moon goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme into candidly should put me in their crosshairs too. Anywho, the moon marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket. Concentration here is high. So I have some more explaining the foundation for their existence. Order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess too.
It's not here?
Have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
her existence?
Oh, strictly end up as the big. Of course I do. Now, in her until moon prayer night. Former home won't. Are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence. There hasn't been an event like this. Visible of give my darling daughter a piece. Little complicated to explain. The more important question could tell you, dearest Miss. Oh,
I hate this.
Has been retrieved. The but one singular bond border cannot explain this. No, there is another far greater factor at play.
Lunar.
Heavenly principles came to Tevat. It was the then Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable. While the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and the power of a war of funerary orders. A sunny environment to grow up.
You're dodging the.
Anyway,
Where does she
Dr.
say
Dearest,
Where does she say the moons are, or she relates them to the time, reason, and fuck, what does she say? Because yeah, she says here that they're split amongst themselves, so that's not what I'm looking for. Is it with Nicole? This isn't what I'm looking for. Go back. Okay, see, this is where I get conflicting information. You said after the T.
Namely, maintaining the stability of Tevat's borders.
And then you say
I'll
go
skip
back
over
to
the
the
complicated
T.
parts, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
Ah, no wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us
I'm
that
going
its
to
power can cross the
assassinate
border?
Lauma in game.
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No, there is another far greater factor at play. The
I'm leaving it now.
trilunar syzygy.
We're rewatching the whole fucking thing now.
A trilunar syzygy.
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Tevat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world.
Oh. You're talking about life, death, and such, aren't you?
Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst them.
Oh, it's literally right where I was. It was just, oh. Why didn't you say it was on that line? It was just the line before.
Themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable. But, fast forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and... the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Notcry.
Okay. Right, so they're holding on to, which, yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing. Yeah, I mean, I knew this. I need to come back for this. Why did we come back here? I got so caught up in trying to find this thing that...
Who controlled the laws of this world. Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising...
Oh, that's right. That's why. Because if Nibelung had planned, or no, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to figure out, or you, Radis was saying, 4 shades versus 3 moons, and then 3 moons are supposed to split those 5 things: life, death, space, time, and reason, all within those 3 moons, right? Right? But why is it 4 shades? Right? Is that what you guys are saying? I believe the shades also came from moon power. Yeah, they could all be... I mean, I like your thought of things, right? Is where it's 1 moon is, 2, the other moon's 2, and then the 1 moon's reason. I mean, that makes sense. They could all hold on to a little bit themselves, right? Like it could all be evenly distributed. Who knows? But it could also be to where, and I don't really think this is, but the thing that throws me off is Nibelung possibly creating a fourth moon. Yeah, right. Each moon did not have one authority, right? Right. Okay. Okay. Right. But the thing that throws me off is like, if Nibelung wanted to possibly create the fourth moon, or is the only reason we hear about the fourth moon is only because of Dottore now? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, we know Dottore kind of wrote in the fourth moon, right? But did Nibelung still have that thought? Because hear me out. If Nibelung still actually had that thought, and it wasn't only Dottore who spoke about a fourth moon, hold on, then who's to say that it was supposed to be split up into 4 moons equals 4 shades? Like, they were each supposed to have one authority, with Nibelung being reason to match the primordial one, right? If you want to mirror them. But he discarded the fourth moon, and then he was like, nah, I'm just gonna throw all 5 authorities amongst you 3. Well, see, but here's the thing. Dottore wrote it into the script. He wrote it in. He wrote it in. That's my point. What's the timeline? 6,000 years ago, he's writing it in to the Hyperboreans, right? That's Funerary War. Yeah, so not. No, it still doesn't. I guess the only way to know is where did they talk about a fourth moon? Where did they talk about a fourth moon? I don't know shit about a Welcome Moon. I'm not worried about a Welcome Moon right now. Now, the moon we see in game is the Frost Moon. It's just beyond the sky. Well, wait, this whole thing is like Song of Welcome Moon. I guess that's kind of important, you know? Fuck, what is the Welcome Moon? Is it equal? No. I don't even know why the fuck are we in that land? Like, what the fuck? I mean, this is just the whole thing. I don't even have like a I don't really know. I don't really know. I'll be honest. Is that what we're trying to figure out? The problem is when you search it, you just get the $5 thing. What the hell? I don't even know what website this is. The world was no longer sheltered by eternity, inevitably marching toward its end. It wasn't until a new moon rose, causing the depleted fate to flow again, that this lunar entity known as a Welcome Moon emerged, corresponding to the lunar deity feature in the game's monthly blessing of the Welcome Moon. Huh? The Welcome Moon stands as both the most familiar yet enigmatic lunar entity. So yeah, I guess. I don't know, you have to ask a lore expert on that one. I do not know. I don't know about that one. I mean... Dude, even though, like... I don't know. I do not know. I think the best way to say is, yeah, like you said. The one hanging in the fake sky is probably the Welkin Moon.
The blessings of the heavens do not fall impartially.
Where's the fucking moon? Where's the moon, brother? Bro, is it... Am I tweaking? Oh my god, is it just gonna rain? Oh my god, I'm literally probably at the worst spot ever. Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm like, where is it? I don't know. Oh my god, the chair. I don't know. Oh, dude, we went way too in-depth while watching this. We went sidetracked. We didn't really sidetrack. We were just trying to, you were trying to disprove, which is good. You were trying to disprove. Well, and it also doesn't spin when the frost moon fails to rotate. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't even know if we can see the, like... I honestly, I don't know the answer to that. I have no idea. I don't know, and I can't find it.
A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
Nibelung fell off. That's what I know. Nibelung is a bum. He came back and didn't do a goddamn thing. He just died. What a nerd. And he stole his power? Sheesh.
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not,
that is kind of crazy, no?
Back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And
that is
kind of
crazy.
Ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
Well, the Heavenly Principles did get OP because they took some of the moon power. But then Nibelung took it back, so no, that's not true. But the Shades got ripped. Or the Shades ripped the moon power, probably. See, that's the thing. Do you think the Shades have... Like, do you think the moons got weaker once the Shades got formed if they share the same...
Don't trust your eyes uncritically.
Like, they rip some of the power away, you think? So do you think the moons didn't have the full power once Nibelung imprisoned them? Because the Shades existed? Probably, right? So Nibelung took them back. but they weren't as powerful. You don't know about that? All right. I didn't know why the moons would let the boy in, to be honest. Like...
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta
I wish there was a
earn her
way
pay somehow.
to disable your characters from talking. Oh, I probably could just turn off dialogue, huh? Oh, Jesus. Nah, the whole point is to disprove, bro. The whole point is to disprove. I just didn't expect to go on for however long we've been going on that one singular video. Jesus. I have no comment, because I have no idea, to be honest. I honestly have no idea. Because like I said, I don't even understand exactly what a welcome moon is. Is there a difference? Is a welcome moon a mix of all the moons? Look at this. Right? Isn't it like a, I guess it is just one crescent. I don't know, dude. Like, the fact that the song of the welcome moon, the whole thing, is like, it looks like on their website and everything, it was always, and even when you log in, it looks like that. It's like it's the three kind of, it's the one full one in the middle and then the two around it. So is it like is it a formation of all three of them? Like, we talk about trilunar syzygy, right? But, like, that's just the marrows lined up, right? If we actually get the moons lined up somehow, I don't know. It doesn't even make sense because they're shattered. But, like, I don't know. There's a way probably to piece them back together, right? And you get them all to make that shape that you see on the song of... You know, to make this shape. 1 moon, 2 moon, 3 moon. I guess that's it. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Song of Welkin Moon, and then this is the logo for it. So it's like, is this the Welkin Moon? The Welkin Moon is... all three of them puzzle pieced together? I have no idea. I'm throwing shit out there. I have no idea. Alright. So, look, if y'all want to get... look, tomorrow is going to be the crazy... I have no idea why I have Queso's notifications on. The fragile resin and condensed resin and the broken fragile resin from Teapot. Go check the middle is condensed resin. Oh, I mean, yeah, they all... well, are you saying that that's what this looks like? I think you could just... I can see all here, can I? Oh, I think I have one in my inventory still. Oh, no, I don't, because I used it. Look, tomorrow is going to be the big... Look, because tomorrow, I'm going to look at DeWitt's overview. And then I'm also going to watch Ashikai's video on 6.2. So tomorrow is going to be the crazy... You want to get into some shit. Hey, we'll be getting into some shit. I'll tell you what, though. We can't go on for an hour about one little topic. We gotta make it quick. Radish. Yeah, that's what I said. I said I think, though, maybe the Welcome Moon is all 3 moons combined. I can't find anything on it. I mean, I think that's kind of cool to say. You know what I mean? Mainly because we see it as the logo of the Song of Welcome Moon. When you combine them all, it looks like the place we're calling... Yeah, it looks like this. It looks like that. Yes. I'm gonna go with that. That sounds good to me. It's weird how you think, like, that would be something people were talking about, but I think other people are like, I don't know, I can't really find anything on what, like, every time I look up Welcome Moon, I'm just getting... And why not? Because, first of all, I spend 2 hours just looking at shit through Ashikai video myself. Okay? I'm not gonna go back and watch other video, like, try to piece certain topics maybe, but certain, like, if we see certain part of the video where we really got to decipher something, yeah, but hey, we just spent like an hour and a half on that little piece about Ririer, you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to disprove, but if things are up for, like, speculation, we just have to accept that they're up for speculation is my point. That's all I'm saying. I mean, Radish, that sounds like a hell of a time. Alright. Well, like, yeah, it's, you need to read books and read weapons. Yeah, no, I agree. It's just like, if we're not, like, I like to disprove. But like certain things of where we can't even disprove. Gotta keep it moving. But I also like talking about it. So I don't know. That'll be fun tomorrow. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go eat. Yo, Radish, look, buddy. Just because you see 6 every character, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Yo, my Moika would clear your Moika in a 1v1. You're just mad. You're just mad. Why are you watching old VODs? Look, my 5 crit rate Moika would clear your Moika. You wanna know why? She's got more willpower than you. Alright, Radish is just gonna troll. Alright, I'm off. Peace out.